Yo, what is good, my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned. Back with some more gotcha games, finally. I actually hadn't streamed for a little while because, like, I don't know, I'd be taking, like, little breaks, but also, I broke my headphones, and I was thinking that I couldn't live stream just off of that reason alone, but then I realized that doesn't really matter. I just can't live stream with other people right now, but that certainly does not stop me from live streaming altogether. I just can't hear any notifications, so I just gotta pay a little more attention to the screen for real. Yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Oh, and it seems like the sound levels are pretty solid. Factual. Oh, sick. I can control it from my phone, I guess. Cool. Well, guys, we are back. Microphone mode, Deadman is here. Yes, sir. Yeah, bro, like, I can't front on you, bro. People be sleeping on the music in games, but I can't front. The in-game music do be kind of clutch for real. They cook on every part of the game most of the time. I can't even hear the in-game music, though. Like I said, no headphones. But it be like that, though. As long as y'all got something to listen to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing some daily grinds right now, though. I'm not really doing anything much else. I'm gonna switch over to JJK, but I'm gonna wait until like 11 for that, so that's about 3 hours. So we gotta stretch some Grand Cross for a little bit. Literally, it's just like daily grind kind of stuff. But I mean, I guess I could be min-maxing like characters that I really want to min-max. You know, making speculations on like who I think will be next LRs and stuff like that. Just some chill shit. Didn't really have much planned up for this. Where's my iPad? It's in my room. It's cool. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm not really that pressed on it. But dude, I need to switch this team around. I actually have Sigurd worked on now, so I could probably do something more like this. Let's do this, and then maybe let's put in Bond. Honestly, Sun Jin Woo wouldn't be too bad. But I feel like these two, I feel like Brune and Bond are definitely going to be hitting harder. And please do let me know if my microphone ever is like peaking or anything like that. I need to like take it a little further back from my face or anything like that. Because I have been noticing that a few times when I'm editing my videos lately. Yeah, I'm just going to go for this. Hopefully Brune top deck something. I'll give you can keep Roxy, you can keep Tarmiel. Okay, facts. Appreciate you. This will be just like some high CC, high HP, so like maybe like LR King. And then right here, I'll probably give you Sario. That's what I'm thinking of. One goal for this stream is I would like for chat to direct me on how to do level 4 of Deer for real. I saw the team you need for it, but like definitely could still use a few pointers, you know. Would not mind a few pointers. I'm just doing this right now, I guess, for the daily mission because really I've been focusing more on elite PvP just so I can get those coins because I'm trying to get up to 10,000 coins so I can buy that who is it, Mael artifact card so that I can get the set, get like one of the sets I saw in a video for dogs. I think I have no idea how floor 4 deer works. Bird, yeah. I was gonna say I've never even beaten floor 4 bird, but they've literally given out so many materials for free of that stage that like I got Helbram's Holy Relic like boosted with the extra boosted with the bird stuff. I do hate that for me at least. I don't know for everybody, but for me at least. Okay, so we got Milim here. I'm just gonna. Milim becomes very problematic if I leave her. Okay, thank you, sir. We'll take our first win of our first win of the day, and we'll just kind of keep it moving. Oh, I didn't have my combat class food on auto. Let's turn that off. Oh, what did you think of my video with Helbram? Light. Like I said, I had fun with it. I feel like it was fun because I certainly lost a few battles here and there, and I definitely misplayed a lot in the video, but I had a lot of fun, and I was really just like testing out the character, and I feel like even though I wasn't using them to the fullest, like best capability, I feel like I still kind of figured out what the information that I needed. Because I kind of was like, yo, my Helbram does have like a few more cosmetics, and I'm just like, he's not gonna be hitting that much harder, but like that little bit of damage could be a little bit of difference between people living or dying. Ooh, this is evil, and I know this man is a demon because bro's name is Tsukihiro. That is literally Yami's first name. It was good. Thought you would have tried LR King in there as well. So when I was doing the video, all I had thought about trying was like the different variations of like King or Ding, Lance. Yeah, I got insta cooked on that. Ding, Lance, and Helbram. That's mainly who I wanted to see like around. And then after I finished the video, you also have to remember like I was thinking about it as if I was still on my own account. Yeah, that I got absolutely trashed right there. I was thinking about it as if I was on my own account. Fairy team is still like the best damn team in the game. I was thinking about it as if I was on my own account, and like I had not thought about the fact that you have like my blue king is cracked, but like realistically, what I would like to see is Kingdom would truly come back if they finally LR Red Gother, because then you could literally use Red Gother, Red Helbram, Blue King, and then you could literally even, and King gives himself that rank up on that first turn for real. But that's everybody's fairies. But then you could literally just put like not Sigurd. Who am I thinking of? Nanashi in the back line, just for shits and giggles, right? Or but I mainly just wanted to keep the composition around like beta, and I was more so seeing like how does alpha versus Helbram stack up. I hadn't even really considered like other characters, but I think I will maybe go back, because I'm definitely gonna go back and do more PvP videos when I get my Helbram to LR, because like bro. So your Helbram was like 66k. I watched Morelli's video. I think his Helbram was like 72k. So I know there's a little bit more headroom. My Helbram is 6 out of 6. He also has, like I said, his Holy Relic has at least the bird portion upgraded. Will it show it if I click it? Yes, it shows right here. Has the bird portion upgraded, but not the deer portion. Helbram is luckily one of those characters that I just worked on a very long time ago, because I have been a fairy glazer since day one. Since they gave me King, like since day one, I was like, all right, bro, I understand what the goal is, but like this is what I'm working on right here for real. I know this is really psychotic to see, but he does give Helbram's ultimate a little bit of extra damage, and since they didn't buff the damage on his ultimate, I kind of do like the idea of like working on this man and giving him his own UR gear set, which sounds kind of psychotic, but like giving him his own UR gear set. And then like I'm thinking, since he doesn't have any weapon cosmetics, all right, bro, you have an excellent day. Like since he has no, thank you, you enjoy the rest of your day as well. Since this man has no weapon cosmetics or anything, I'm thinking maybe I give him an attack crit set, but I'm still thinking it's probably gonna be HP defense to start out. But my Helbram is certainly looking kind of evil, and when he gets to LR, it is only going to be even more so. I'm very excited. I got all the cosmetics kind of boosted up as well. I'm just like, these are already all boosted, and do I have enough to boost another costume? Good, I do have enough to boost another costume, so we're just waiting on the LR costume. I'll be honest though, I mean, I guess the LR costume is a little crazier. I don't think it's that crazy. I'm gonna be real. It's a based opinion, because I had it and like people are gonna hate on it, but I mean, like, it's real, bro. It's not that crazy. I want to enhance his sword all the way up to UR the last one, because I'm just like, yo, I have 5 UR weapons maxed out at that point, which is kind of clutch for his attack. And then when we get the LR headpiece, then I'll be able to, I believe, oh, I can't even check the mats I have for this. Hopefully I'll be able to instantly do this. I just don't know how many mats I have for the headpiece upgrade. But yes, like I said, one of my goals today is to figure out floor for deer. Hopefully I can get some help from chat with that. I don't know, but when I can figure out floor for a deer, I can get this man the Holy Relic boosted up on the other end. And I am actually working on just getting all of the old Holy Relics right now, but I am willing to put that on halt so that I can get Helbram stuff fully maxed out, because I really want to see the potential of this man all the way. He is just, it's just like, yo, Slug, what's good on Hood? It's just that Helbram is one of those characters that I worked on a very long time ago. Basically, Slug, I'm just yapping about, I'm trying to get this man Helbram to LR, but it's literally going to take more time. Basically, the way it works is right now, Hero Arena is out, which is the main game mode where you can get LR coins, and I have 56 right now. You need 100 to get a character to LR, and that means that I literally have to wait 2 weeks longer. Well, technically 3 weeks longer. Yo, Imato XL, the goats is popping out for real. But that just means that I have to wait like 3 weeks longer, because I have to wait for this week to finish. So not the full week, but I have to wait for this week to finish. How are y'all doing, by the way, bro? I know it's been a while. I actually broke my headphones probably like a few weeks ago now, and I kind of been sitting there like, dang, I can't really I can't really stream because I can't hear anything. But then I started making videos again, and I realized I guess I can stream. I like I said, I just wouldn't be able to hear anything. But I mean, like, as long as y'all have some music to listen to, that's chill. As long as there's something ambient sound in the background or something like that, I'm chill with that. It more so just means I can't stream with other people at the moment because I can't hear them. Unless I like go in Discord on my phone, but then nobody in chat would be able to hear them, which I don't know. I think kind of defeats the purpose of streaming with other people. But after this week is up and I can try or after the next 2 weeks, after the next 3 weeks, basically I will do Heroes Arena 2 more times all the way through. Where I am at right now is my teams are at 320k. There's like ranges to it because I know everybody in the chat doesn't really play Grand Cross, and also I know that my viewers usually expect me to be playing something different, so I'm just kind of explaining stuff just in case. Who knows? But Heroes Arena, it's like you have to fight. You can choose 3 different teams, or you can choose more than 3 teams, but like however many characters you have. But I mean, the character roster in this game mode, you notice that the character roster in this game is very limited, and nothing like Dokkan or anything like that. You look at Summer Brother, you really be putting in the work on Hood. I appreciate you, Slug. I appreciate it. I actually skipped the gym this morning because I'm off today, and I was having a super chill, just like last night, and I was talking about life with my best friend. Yo, crazy enough, my best friend finally started Black Clover last night. He's loving that shit, dude. That was incredible to me. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so many just unbelievable things happened yesterday, right? And I certainly know the reason why that is, but that's just another thing, and that's a whole other talk in its own right. But literally, so many unbelievable things are happening yesterday. So like, for me to not prompt this man to watch Black Clover, we're sitting around like looking for anime, and he's just like, damn. He's like, I have been thinking about Black Clover, because what happened is one day we were all sitting in my office, and my Black Clover posters over here. We're all playing Magic in my office, and one of my coworkers who he likes anime, but like he's still fresh into it. Like he's not watched that many anime. Like he's definitely not seen most of the classics. He's still learning about some of the classics, and like he's watching newer stuff right now too. But like most of the anime that he's seen is just like stuff that we are showing him. So he's in here and he's like, looks at my post and he's like, that show looks interesting. He's like, explain to me the premise of Black Clover. And I pretty much just explained how the 4-leaf, 5-leaf clover works, like the narrator does whenever Asa's about to whoop somebody's ass. I just explained, like, and in the 5th leaf resides a devil. And, like, he just looks at me and he's like, that's kind of interesting. And then my best friend looks at me and he's just like, damn, I did not know that's how it worked in Black Clover. Just hearing that has me a little bit more interested. And he was just pointing out the fact to me, like, he was like, yeah, even though you've explained all this stuff to me and spoiled like majority of the show for me, because like I said I'll never watch it, like low-key I still want to watch that shit. And I'm just like, yo, it's just that fire, it's that gas. And he's like, and I've shown him like clips of fights and stuff like that, and he's just like, yo, the fights are crazy, but I gotta see the build up to the fights. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. But back to Heroes Arena. Yeah, these 3 towers right here, right? His life has changed since. I mean, since last night. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like kind of sitting there and I was like, yo, whenever people ask me about shows that I really like, but I understand that there are a lot of gripes with the show, I'm like, yo, I will be honest though, this is my shit. But at the same time, the things that people complain about are this, and this. And like when I put that out in a list for him, and he just kind of looked at me and he was just like, I mean, honestly, I'm not that bothered by it. I was like, bro, one of the main things people hate is like Asta's voice. And he was just like, bro, I don't hate Asta's voice. He was just like, I just felt like it was really generic. And then I had to, bro, there's like really a science to this shit. I really had to give him the talk like, yo, Shonen is a very strict magazine, Shonen Jump, and you have to follow a very strict set of criteria for them to be like, oh, okay, you can make it here. And that criteria means that you have to be generic and copy the basic shit at the start. You have to copy what your predecessors did that got them successful, and then you are allowed to take your liberties and branch off and shit like that. But literally, we started at episode 1 yesterday. We watched like 4 episodes. We took a break on it, talked about life for like 2 hours, and then like randomly this man just puts the episode back on. Like he just pops back into the episode like while I'm talking, and he's like, yo, my bad, I wasn't trying to be rude. And I'm just like, yo, you're so into this shit, we're having a conversation, and you were like, low-key, let's get back to the action. And I'm just like, I will never be offended for you wanting to watch my GOAT series, bro. What are you saying to me? Like, turn this shit on, bro. But like, we literally watched 9 episodes last night. Like, bro, I was supposed to leave at 6:45, bro. I left at midnight. So it'd be like that, bro. I love me some Black Clover, and I guess I'm rewatching it now. I've been waiting to rewatch it though. But like I said, Heroes Arena is a game mode where you have to do like fights at a certain combat class level. If you're at below that combat class level, you don't get to go first. If you're above that combat class level, you do get to go first. I am, I think, not the highest level and not the second highest level, but I'm at the third highest level. So now my next push, is the, and oh, also when I was talking to him, he was like, "How many episodes of Black Clover?" And I was like, "Bro, Black Clover's only 170 episodes," and he was like, "Oh, that's not bad. It's just like Hunter x Hunter." I'm like, "Bro, I'm saying, it's not that bad. Go for it." And he was like, "I thought it was way longer than that." And I was like, it was going on like, progressionally like One Piece. So they were dropping one episode a week for 5 years, but then they had to take that break. And he was just like, I mean, understandable. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I was like, yo, plus now it's a better time than ever to watch Black Clover because it's coming back next year. And hey, bro, Devil Union is gonna break the internet. Is all I'm saying. Ice Phantom, how we doing, brother? But yes, I'm at the 320K range right now, and the next jump is 340K. And the problem with it being 320K is not, it has been a little while, but I'm here and I'm chilling. The problem with it being 340K is it has to be 340K without anybody in the wait, what the fuck? Huh? That's not real, bro. They be capping sometimes. Maybe this is not a real number, dog. What? They are not all the, like, bro, sometimes when I'm on my account, bro, the combat class just be spiking. I'm good. How are you? Oh, I'm excellent, bro. I've been hitting the gym. I've been making my money. I've been changing my perspective, man. There ain't nothing better than changing your mind when you decide it's time. Bars. But I don't know why my account does that sometimes. Like, literally, bro, I'll be looking at something. I'm just like, they're not at 345K. Do not let this fool you, chat. We got to do the math on that. That cannot be right. 71, 68, basically 69. That makes 140K. And then 63, that makes 203K. And then 67, that makes 270. Yeah, nah, bro, what? Huh? I mean, extra stats from my box, of course. But like, again, there's no way that these guys are at 345 without any like sub slot or anything like that. Don't be fooled, chat. Like, I've literally come in here, seen this number higher before. I don't even know what, I'm gonna take a picture of this. I've come in here and seen this number higher than what it usually is before, and then like I come back around and then like, it's just not higher. It's just not that high anymore. So I'm gonna take a picture of this, and when it changes, we're gonna talk about this phenomenon where they be hyping you, gassing you up, or some shit like that, where they be lying to you. Cause like I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit. But yeah, bro, I'm just pushing my teams. Like I've realized. Oh, by the way, guys, since the Dokkan global download or global Dokkan celebration has started, I have deleted Dokkan 3 times, and I've literally not re-downloaded it this time. So I'm pretty sure Dokkan is just finished, scatterblasted for me. If I want to play Dokkan, at that point, I'd rather just play JJK, because even though JJK is a 2D, oh, a new subscriber. I just got a new subscriber, but I didn't hear it. Well, obviously I can't hear notifications, but if you are here watching right now, thank you, Tash263. That boy is goated for real. But literally, Dokkan is just a bubble pop simulator, and the thing that keeps you there is that if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan. I finally stopped lying to myself and realized, like, I'm really not that big of a Dragon Ball Z fan. It's like, when you take nostalgia out of things, you're not as big of a fan as you think. So I'm not that big of a Dragon Ball Z fan, and that is perfectly okay, because if anybody feels a way about it, they can honestly kiss my dick and balls. Yes, both of those anatomy parts. But I actually enjoy Seven Deadly Sins way more as a show, and I feel like the reason why I wasn't playing Seven Deadly Sins is because I was forcing myself to play Dokkan, and since I was forcing myself to play a shitty gacha game, I never wanted to play the gacha games I felt like playing, right? It all seemed like shit to me. But when you throw away the games you don't care about, it just becomes a lot easier. So right now I'm just playing JJK, like literally, and I'm playing Grand Cross, and I don't even play them like at the same time anymore, because it just takes the fun and the immersion out of the game if you play multiple games, because then it becomes more like clockwork instead of you just vibing out and enjoying it. But that's enough yaps. I'm gonna go do some demons for now, and we'll come back to Arena a little bit later. I've been enjoying Arena a little bit. Man, and I've been listening to some good music lately. That is another really great thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just do these on. I can do these on Hell Auto, so I don't really matter. So it doesn't really matter. If anybody in the chat is still playing Grand Cross these days and they want to give up some demons to the Dead Man, though, go ahead and do that. The Dead Man would be greatly appreciative. We need all the extra materials that we can get for real, for real. I don't know if y'all know my boy Vert Studios, but I did link up with the boy, and we are back in the Genki gang in the guild. So, an active guild, because the guild that I was in, I'm pretty sure I was the best player in the guild, and like that's crazy to me considering that I really wasn't even playing the game that seriously for a little while. But also, guys, to give you perspective how close my Helperman is to being LR, like I said, it's gonna take me 3 more weeks basically of Heroes Arena because I need 46 more coins exactly, and right now I have, or no, I need 44 actually, and I have 56. That means that the next 2 weeks I'm gonna get 23 more, so I'll be like 3 over the coins I need, and then I'm pretty sure Labyrinth will come out right after that. And one thing that I have learned now is that instead of just trying to LR characters so that I have all the LRs, instead I'm going to just start stacking my LR coins, because you can stack up to 200. I'm just gonna wait until I get close to 200, and then when I'm like basically at 200, I will absolutely then use the coins. Or honestly, if I'm just, if a new LR just comes out, I'm just boom using the coins right there, if I think they're important enough. Friend code Tash, my man. My friend code, let's see, I'm pretty sure I got some spots on my friend list. How you doing today, bro? I want to LR my Bond before I think about Helbram. Bond is cold though. Bond is like my favorite character. Well, it's a very tight fight between Bond and Escanor for my favorite character. Escanor because, here's my friend code, bro. Escanor because he waxed, if you really think about it, Escanor really was like the most goated. He waxed all of the demons. Like, bro, this man waxed the Demon King, he waxed Zeldris and Esterosa at the same time. He waxed Meliodas when that boy got too big for his britches. That boy waxed fucking Galen. He waxed Melascula. He also waxed Cusack and Chandler after Merlin locked their asses down. He also waxed, who else? He waxed, or he even sparred with freaking Ladociel, had that man kind of stuck. I'm like, bro, Escanor was just running through him. Escanor was like, pull up, man, see what happens. See about me, bro. Escanor is on his demon era for real. 119308985. I just typed the code into the chat for you, bro. Facts. But yeah, Escanor is up there for that. But then Bond is just cold because like Bond stood on his same shit the entire show. Bond never folded, never changed up, never switched up on himself. Bond is just golden for that, bro. And he's like one of those characters who's like an asshole on the surface, but he actually has a heart of gold. That's why I fuck with Bond too. And also like he was kind of like, yo, he folded for like, doing good, bro. We'll add you now. Appreciate you. I'm like, this man Bond kind of like folded for the sake of love for real, which that's not even really folding at that point. There are negative changes that you can have, which would be regressions, and then there are positive changes you can have, which would be evolution, right? And all Bond did was evolve for the situation. He knew that what he had to do, you know, to Meliodas for what he needed, and Meliodas literally was cool with it. He was like, yo, bro, go ahead and do you, bro. Like, go ahead and body me, bro. But either way, like, he figured out a way to make it all work, and that's why Bond's goated, bro. He is just an example of like, even if everything seems absolutely impossible. Hey, yo, we got a new Nani. Does that say Nani? New subscriber? Yes, sir. I don't know though. It might be a bot, because like, how often do females follow gacha gamers? I don't know. I'm sorry, that was a little biased, but I mean, like, I'm just talking statistics for real. I can see my YouTube stats. But yeah, nah, Bond's just goated for real. So like now in Fortnite Apocalypse, my favorite character for real is Lancelot, bro. And I'm like, yo, my Lancelot is kind of mid because his ultimate is only 1 out of 6, but like, he'll be on more banners in the future, and he'll eventually get a holy relic, so it'll be okay, bro. It'll be okay. Facts. I think what and honestly, bro, this is an age old talk for real, but I think where they really sold the bag on holy relics is realistically. Me too, bro. Lancelot is the GOAT. Lancelot is so cold. Like, bro, when you're watching an anime and like the final boss pulls up early in the anime, and then like one of the new characters in the anime, one of the new generation, your account is looking super solid. Thank you, bro. I've actually been playing for like a very long time, but I just put the game down for like certain periods. So I'm missing quite a few characters, and I'm missing a few collab characters. But I feel like realistically, like, I think even the like most crucial characters that I'm missing I kind of have some way around it. Like, okay, I'm missing the green Camilla, so I don't have like a unknown backline, but I can still use Nanashi, right? I don't have Arthur anymore, but I feel like we have enough humans that like I can kind of work around that. Okay, you know, I know this new Zaneri is good. I can't remember why. I know this Jenna is good because of her Holy Relic, but I have the other Jenna up there, so it's just like, I got it. I know this Freyr is good for Endura, and I can't even do Endura. Or rather, it's not that I can't do Endura, it's more like I like to go into demon raids with a friend and I just auto it. But I definitely cannot auto Endura. I don't even see YouTubers autoing Endura, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to wait for like 3 or 4 more characters to come out before that is like a thing. But Freyr does actually, like, even though people are saying Freyr is a skip, which is true, I think if you want to really push your account and you really want to be able to get like Super Awakening coins as much as you want, I think Freyr is kind of a no-brainer. But also, I know a Holy War Festival is coming, and I know there's going to be a lot of good units on that banner that I'm more than likely missing, so I'm gonna just chill. Because like Arthur could be up there for real. Like, and Arthur is whatever now, but I still want him. Doesn't Arthur have a Arthur doesn't have a Holy Relic, right? Chaos Arthur? He doesn't have a Holy Relic yet, I don't think. There's a dude who I used to there's a dude who I don't know if he still plays, but like when I used to stream, yeah, okay, see, Chaos Arthur doesn't even have a Holy Relic. It's so funny. Even though I hate on Dokkan, I don't hate on Dokkan for the actual, like, the gameplay itself is very like mundane. I hate on it because the company, more so, because like hating on Dokkan is like hating on a kid. Why would you hate on a kid when their parents are the ones who teach them everything they know? You're doing pretty dope, dude. And hands down, this is kind of the best gacha out there, to be honest. Only when I play, and I'm day one. Don't get me wrong, I played everything like for a month, but Grand Cross is goated. That's what I'm saying. Like, Grand Cross is the kind of game where like it's been 6 years. Like in Dokkan, 6 years passed, and it was still the same thing. It was still bubble pop sim. You know what I'm saying? Like, they add extra animations and all these different things, yes. But it's like at the end of the day, I'm still doing bubble pop and everything. One thing that puts Grand Cross a little bit above is because, bro, people just like to see more stuff. People like to see more animation, and it's like, yeah, it's cool that you have super attacks in Dokkans, and then ultra super attacks in Dokkan, and then active skills as well. But I do have a Discord actually, and it should be in the link of the stream. It should be in the description of the stream for real. I just LR my bond. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, LR bond is so fun, bro. And like, honestly, like I said, I'm not really that big on PvP for real, but I'm not that big on PvP, but I have been getting more into PvP because like I really have just been enjoying Grand Cross for real. And it's just like LR Bond definitely goes crazy in PvP. LR Bond actually goes crazy in Heroes Arena as well too. Heroes Arena kind of made me care about PvP because PvP is like a testing ground for my Heroes Arena teams, because if they're good in PvP, they'll be even better in Heroes Arena, because not only are they getting the backline effect from the backline unit, but they're also just like on the main field now, also contributing damage. Yo, Christian Garcia, I'm gonna be honest with you. Did you see Dokkan is giving out special 100 tickets that give you a 44% chance to get the new unit? I'll be honest with you, Christian Garcia. I have finally resolved and accepted in my spirit that I absolutely 100, and I've always known this, but like I 100% think that Dragon Ball Super is absolute bupkis, absolute dog shit. So the fact that they keep to rinse, wash, and repeating the same themes on celebrations instead of following some of the most hype moments in fucking Dragon Ball Z, I'm kind of just over Dokkan. I have deleted it 3 times in this celebration alone, and on the 3rd time I deleted it, I have not gone back, and honestly, I feel so much better. I'm done. Not to say that I don't keep up with the like content creators, but that's just because Nano, Genesis, and Truth, they are truly masters of their craft for real. Somebody said that Nano was like the LeBron of gacha games, and I'm like, yo, honestly though, because like this man Nano will be playing Dokkan all day long, and then like all of a sudden you get a few Legends videos, and then all of a sudden something hype's happening in Grand Cross, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna hop back in here too, you know, something hype's happening here. He's like, let me hop in here too. So yeah, no, that man Nano is LeBron of gacha games. Makes sense. And trust me, I've been keeping up with Dokkan and like looking at all the updates and everything. But like every time I see this man Truth talk about something, I'm like, yeah, bro, I really don't care about that. Like usually I see a character Easy A, and like when I see a character Easy A, I'm like, oh dude, that's 30 Dragon Stones. Oh dude, I could get a summon. Oh dude, and I was like, nah, I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck. It's like, how much does it matter? How much does it matter that Goku Black and Zamasu's like arts and animations are crazy when I don't even give a fuck about the character? How much does Goku and Vegeta's animations being crazy like hit whenever I'm already tired of Goku and Vegeta? I'll be honest with you. The biggest mistake Akira Toriyama ever made is listening to the fan base for real whenever they complained about Gohan starting to become the main character. Because, like, he should have just did what he wanted with his own fucking story, like any grown-ass man would do. Do whatever the fuck you want with the thing that you're creating because it's your thing. Right? And then just make Gohan the main character if you wanted to. We're getting 6.0.0 version in mid-August. I mean, facts. Because I saw, let me see. Or, yeah, I can do Discord right here. I saw that they're, what am I trying to say? They're moving Tanabata to September, or they're moving Tanabata to where the worldwide celebration usually would be, or something like that. Let's grab this and move it over here. General. Yeah, I expected, when you started asking about my box, I expected to see like every character fucking LR. 16. That's all 16 of these LRs right here. That's all of the LRs in the game, correct? Because I'm honestly not too far off from that. I'm probably like 10 LRs deep, so I got 6 more. And I'll be honest with you, the reason why it's taking me so long is because like I've calmed down on like spending in gacha games in general. Damn, everybody True Awaken too. Like everybody True Awaken is like the really crazy part to me. Like, bro, there's always some crazy fucking raid boss lurking in my chat for Grand Cross. Every single time I turn this damn game on, bro. Like, but I enjoy it though, because I always learn so much whenever I'm playing. And honestly, it seems all, that's what I'm saying. It seems all the better because, like I said, I'm trying to beat floor 4 deer so I can get my Helbram's Holy Relic like crazy. And I have a strong feeling you know, my man. Let's see. I'm gonna just look over your account for a little bit and think about it here. So, I still need LR Lost Vein, LR Zeldris, Escanor, Galland, and Lilia. Lilia was gonna be my next LR. That's fair. I mean, regular deer was kind of an irritation, you know. But I mean, well, regular deer sucks because of that color wheel. Because there's never gonna be a way that they can add auto into the color wheel unless they literally make it so that specifically in that stage, your AI is smart enough to know the color wheel and just follow it. But then at that point, how is the AI gonna be smart enough to save the? How is the AI gonna be smart enough to save the proper cards to load up for you know the next phases here? Let me read this. I don't mind Tanabata being Namek Saga and we get Angry Super Saiyan Go. I'm sorry, y'all. You just said Goku, and I just thought about it, bro. It is kind of hot in here. I need to let the traps out. Or actually, you know what? I bought a new fan, and the fan is absolutely crazy. I'm going to go get my fan real quick. That fan has 10 speeds, bro. I'll be right back. Yeah, chat. Those days where I'm just like in here and I'm streaming and I'm like, you know, I'm cooked and I'm like too hot and like all that. No more. This is not sponsored, but I did actually get a new fan. The fan has a remote. The fan has a 120-degree oscillation, so it has a very wide range that it can oscillate to. And it also has 10 fucking speeds. I literally turn this shit to max speed tonight when I'm trying to go to bed. This shit terrorizes me in my dreams. It's so fucking cold. Anyway, let's read. I don't want Tanabata by Namek Saga, and we get an angry Super Saiyan Goku that says, "Are you talking about Krillin?" And it gives you 999% attack for one turn and has guaranteed grip for the rest of the battle. I mean, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. At the point that at the way that they're building the content now, yeah, you need something like that to get through it. This light work won't take you long at all. Haven't beat before. They can code it, man. Would it be so much better if the AI could color wheel? I'm saying, but like I can't admit I could see it being very intricate process of them actually trying to make it so that the AI actually saves the cards beforehand, or they could say, you know what, the color wheel is kind of fucking stupid. Let's just get rid of it and make this like bird or something like that, and then something like that. I don't know. They'd never do that. That'd be like literally we're 6 years deep. To completely just amend a game mode altogether seems a little quite a bit unlikely. But no, when are they gonna add auto to dogs though? Like that's the real reason why I'm not so pressed on deer right now, because I finished all of the bird relics probably like 2-3 weeks ago, and then I've been looking at deer and I'm like sent more stuff in Discord. Facts. I was wondering where the rest of it was. I was like, you just sent me that first little bit. Also, one of my goals is to get all the 4 Knights of Apocalypse characters, and right now I'm missing Varghese, the newest Tristan that dropped. That's it. Yes, that's it. Let's see. You got. Oh my god! You finished the affinity shit? I think I'm at like 175, so I'm 75 away, low key. So I'm pushing on that. Do you think? So, since I'm not maxed out on this affinity, I don't know. I don't know if the old max value used to be lower than 250, or has the max value for the affinity been going up over time? Like, do you think this will go up again, or do you think it's just gonna stay there? Is one of my questions. Let's see. Ooh, you're an elite fucking PvP? Fucking goodness. Challenger, 379k with no food is pretty fucking evil. Oh my god. Your Jimbo has 300k HP? Well, hold on, what's your box CC? Actually, I didn't see your box CC when you... 16 mil! Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah. That explains a lot. Okay. And then you got your fairy team here. Yeah, this team is pretty evil. I like using Helperman in the front over Beta, just because I like being more aggressive. Nah, I've been 250 since day one. Okay. And then, so that first pillar that you did for Heroes Arena, is that 340k or is that the highest difficulty? That looks like the highest difficulty chest. And then are the other two beside it the 340k or those are 320k? Because those look the same color as the ones I do. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of collab characters. Like, for those few years I stopped playing, like, bro, I'm missing all the characters from Tower of God. I'm missing all the secondary rerun characters from Attack on Titan. I'm missing, like, most of the Overlord characters. I'm missing most of the ReZero characters. Like, bro, I'm missing a lot of collabs. I'm glad that they don't show on the bottom of your character box, though. The first is Challenger, and they made the other two are Legendary. Okay. Yeah, I think Legendary is probably the 340k one. I'm only missing the 4. Let's see. I'm only missing the 4 and like 6 collabs, Stranger Things, and a couple others. I'm gonna be honest. Stranger Things, we can just sweep that shit under the rug for real. We ain't gotta talk about Stranger Things, bro. That was just a dark time for Grand Cross. I don't know what, like, it was like the fact that y'all did it was hype, I guess, because it was like, yo, they're so popular, they can get non-anime collabs. But then you look at it and you're like, but damn, it's kind of dog shit for an anime game. Nah, it's the 400k CC and Legendary. Dude, it's nuts. Oof. Yeah, I can't front. 400k with no challengers be 40k CC, and that easy for me. Okay, I was about to say, because the thing about it is, bro, once you're at that 320k range, they want you to hit those numbers without fucking links. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, bro, what? No one can hit 400k CC. no links is wild. I'm saying. So it's like at that point, they're pretty much saying like, fight an uphill battle, like literally, because it's just like if you can't go first ever, even if you like, bro, even look at that man Gone on YouTube, like he can't go first with no links. I think I'm pretty sure I watched a video on him doing it, and he literally had to yeah, go second in cheese exactly. I'm sure it's so dang. Are these really the teams I should be working on? I don't feel like these teams are strong for like going second for real. Oh well, no. Okay, I was gonna say he can't. I watched the video and I'm pretty sure he was still going second, which is crazy to think about considering his box EC is like 21 fucking million, bro. That is horrifying. I'm just doing these, I'm just kind of, like I said, bro, it's just a slight little grind for real. We already did our main demons. If anybody in chat has any demons today, I will definitely be appreciative. I will definitely farm those with you. Itadakimasu, that is Japanese for I humbly receive. Also, I could study some Japanese right now while we're kicking it. I was supposed to study some Japanese yesterday where I went, but I did not do that. 22 million, he didn't lose in the tourney. I'm saying 22 mil didn't lose in the tourney, still has to go second in fucking Heroes Arena. Like, come on, bro. Now, they will eventually give us some characters to a point where like at least one of your teams can be at like 400K. I truly believe it, and I don't even think it's gonna take like too long, to be honest. But one of these days, this man Gone is gonna make a video that's titled "Going First in Legendary here." #1 global account going first in Heroes Arena, like a legendary or some shit. I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, get the fuck out of here, bro. But chat, it's only right, bro. I realized, bro, like I gotta take this. Like this man Nog really left, bro. He left his spot for me for real. That's what I realized. Like, you know, I really do be studying these games and shit. Like this man Truth studies Dokkan, bro. Like that is. I think that's where I make my mistakes. I like the style of like Truth's videos, right? But I also like, you know, Nano style of video. I like these type of videos, right? And it's just like one of these days I should imagine how much money and time Gone has spent on his Grand Cross. Yeah, it'd be like that, bro. Oh my gosh, dude, you should have seen me on Black Clover Mobile, bro. It's like the same thing, bro. Like Black Clover Mobile was just like that game where like every single character that came out, I got that character 5-star, got their recollection, or not recollection, but no, I left you his spot, dude. Hit it. That's what I'm saying. Who else got this much sauce, bro? Like, bro, I see all the other content creators who have been doing it for a while, and it's just like they don't seem as enthused. They need a unifying figure. They need a chill guy to bring them all together again, bro. They need a chill guy to bring them all together, and I'm ready, bro. We are the bridge. We are the link. We are the liaison, bro. But literally, I remember way back when I was it's like, dude, my Dokkan, or not Dokkan, my Grand Cross, like I do it in like periods and waves, bro. And I remember there was one period where I streamed Grand Cross, and then that week this man Nog was streaming Grand Cross. He literally rated my stream with 300 people. That's how my mod found me, actually. Then literally I streamed probably like 3 or 4 days later in that week, and that man like rated me again, and I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Is this man just watching me for real? They all got 0 charisma stat. You got this ish. I'm saying, thank you, bro. You be knowing, bro. You be knowing. Cause I'm just like, yo, like, who? If I don't, who will, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always, that's a madness. It's always just like, I'm sorry to be like speechless, but it's just like, sometimes when things are true, you really just don't have any extra elaborations to put on it. You just like, yeah, that's facts. You know? I'm just like, that's facts. I am a smooth mover, a smooth operator. Icy Josh rated my stream once. Hell yeah. Doesn't Icy Josh play a lot of Dokkan mainly? He's like dark skinned, he has glasses, but not as dark skinned as me, of course. This is a lifestyle. This is a commitment that you don't ask for, you're bestowed. You know what I'm saying? Oh my fucking goodness, dude. I can't front. Like I don't even talk badly about my job anymore. But like it's so funny that I used to build in my head like my job sucks. I'm just like it really doesn't. Like I get hit on by beautiful women all day and make money for it. Like my job doesn't fucking suck, dude. There's much worse you could be doing. You could be in a factory with a bunch of fucking dudes who are like, you could be in a factory with a bunch of fucking dudes who like hate their fucking life. But instead I'm just fucking, I'm playing around with a bunch of bitches at work. It'd be like that. Like, it's whatever, bro. I'm trying to farm up 1 billion gold at the moment. I've been trying to farm gold, but low key, my account, like I said, I stopped playing for a little while. My mod actually offered to work on my account for me and grind it up for me. So he'd been grinding my account while I was playing all these other games, and I was kind of like, yo, I'm tired of playing Dokkan. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing this. And JJK is a side game, so it's like if I'm gonna have a game that I'm gonna dedicate a lot of my time in the day to, it's gonna be the Grand Cross. Where when you're working on a character, you know, there's so many different avenues of like working on a character, so many different avenues of working on your account. And it's like that in JJK, but JJK 1 does not have a system where you can easily and reasonably get AP. Like, bro, Grand Cross has mastered the stamina system. Dokkan's stamina system fucking sucks, because stages all cost really high fucking stamina. All the stages you need to farm, like Dokkan events, cost really high stamina. What else? Dokkan events cost really high stamina. Link level events cost keys, but I mean that's a whole another fucking way to lock it away. Link level stages, like, they cost like 27 staminas per run you do. It's such a well thought out progression system in Grand Cross. Is actually crazy, because it's like, bro, not only that, I really did love the fact that when I started playing the game, the level cap was 60, and as you grew with the game, like, okay, now it's 70, now it's 80, now it's 90, now it's 100. Okay, now that we're capped out at 100, your account level is still going to keep going up, and we'll give you benefits for that. But now there are different ways to boost your character. Okay, now instead of going to Awakening, we're going Super Awakening, and now instead of you know, cosmetics, you also have holy relics. By the way, did we mention that you can upgrade your cosmetics and get extra stats on them and wear 5 of them at the same fucking time? It's just like, bro, god damn, they are in depth. They are in depth with this shit. But I appreciate it though. I like to fine tune my character to every little detail. Another thing that, and this personally let me know Black Clover Mobile was kind of cooked from the start. Like, Grand Cross has mastered gear, bro. Being able to roll substats as easily as you can. Now, obviously, you got to get anvils, right? But I know that, like, every time if I start a new account for whatever reason, I get bored, whatever, right? If I ever start a new account, I know that I can literally just farm all rare gear and use all gold to get all the stats perfect on it, just to give my character the most stats they need possible without using any important materials, and then just make that jump to SSR gear once I'm ready for it, and then just automatically go into UR. So it's like, there are very clear routes and metas in the game, and it just makes a lot of sense, and I love it. And also, I feel like PvP used to be like rock, paper, scissors, where it's like, if you have this team, you're beating this team, and if you have this team, you're beating that team. But now it feels like or it felt like if somebody spent more money than you, you're just losing. Now it is all of those things interwoven in a very intricate way. Somebody can spend more money than you, but if you literally just know how to play better, you can cheese their team out. And I love that. It's just a fucking experience. It's well thought out, like I said, man. 3 free stages. Let's do some PvP. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've blown about 700 stamina pots, but Nog gave the best advice. Only use my silver coins on stamina, and that way, in 5 years, I've never won it for stamina. I mean, yeah, I use my silver coins for stamina, but I also slowed down on spending in this game a lot, so I don't summon as much. So I don't be having as much silver coins sometimes. So sometimes I have to be super, super conservative, and then, you know, wait for a big celebration so I can go crazy summoning, and then boom, I'm back and I can get all the AP I need, because like I'm literally at 0. Well, I was at 0 AP pots, but I used the rest of my knighthood coins to get some more AP pots. I think I only have to do this 3 times. It said. Yeah, we'll just do that. So I'm at 7 AP pots right now. I'm absolutely cooked for AP pots. And honestly, I'm gonna pull up a YouTube video of the 4.5 anniversary and just take a look at the banner to see kind of like what we should be expecting at the bare minimum for the banner. I'm maxed out on pots right now. What does that even mean? I've never known that truth, I'm sorry, I saw a thumbnail and it said no mech titties, but somebody's talking about is Gundam worth it. So I was like, okay, that explains your thumbnail. That thumbnail definitely had me sitting there thinking for a second, like, huh? But let's see, 4.5 Annie. Yeah, I only get the monthly, and I'm gonna start farming gems with gear. That's why I'm farming the gold. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, I'm just farming gold a lot right now because I know there's still a lot of characters that I really need to work on. But I'm realizing now that like what I really, really need to do is that I have a lot of characters in my account that are still level below level 80. What I need to do at the very least is I need to get all of those characters to level 80 first, so that I don't actually need as many. I don't need as many of the basic demon materials as I do right now. That way I can kind of focus even harder on original demon and Belmoth, because like then that's pushing everybody to level 90 and 100 and all that. But it's very. It feels like a lot, but all I gotta do is breathe and take it one step at a time. It seems like a lot because I'm thinking about farming gold and farming demons, you know, and farming all the tiers of demons. And also I have like less than 100 fucking skip tickets right now. But when I sit back and I just kind of relax and I'm just like, let's just breathe. Everything is usually, place that you go to is usually done one step at a time. Even if you drive your car, you have to take one step at a time to get to your driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one step at a time. Ooh, it'll be okay. Okay, let's see. What did I say? Grand Cross 4.5 anniversary. What was the 4.5? Cause bro, even with my Grand Cross and how I thought it would never come back. Like I said, this man Light was just working on my account, and I would come back in. All level 80 characters will boost your CC hella. Yeah, exactly. And I remember Light was working on my account, and I remember there would just be some days where I'd come in and I'd be like, dude, where did you find all of these diamonds? Or I'd be like, yo, how did you find all these mats? Or where did you stack all this? And I was just like, yo, like, there really are ways to progress in this game day to day. I was just being really lazy about it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm cooking on this shit. I don't care. I'll do Night Hill Battle real quick because I don't really care about Night Hill Battle. But that would be nice. What are the conditions? No humans or fairies. So demons are unknown? Okay. This game is so free to play friendly. Yes, it actually is. Like I was thrown under the illusion like they throw so many microtransactions in your face and not free to play friendly, but like they just throw a billion microtransactions. Like literally, it all comes down to self control, bro. Are you gonna take all these microtransactions and actually spend your money on them and say like, oh no, they're not free to play friendly, they're predatory with their practices, blah blah blah, or are you just going to, oh wait, you want a demon hero? I don't give a fuck. But literally, you're like, oh, actually, you know, they give me nearly like, bro. The easiest thing is getting to, I don't even remember what the rank is, but getting to the rank in ungeared PvP where you can get 50 gems a week. Like you're at that point, you literally can't drop below that unless you forget to just check in on your PvP one week, right? But like literally that alone gives you 50 a week. That's nearly 2 multis right there. You know, whenever new campaigns or stuff like that come out, we have login events that are giving us, you know, like 300 fucking gems or something like that for big celebrations, and like, and if not, like 100 gems for like the little celebrations and shit. So it's just like, bro, you can farm every currency and almost get every character in the game. I'm saying. Cause like literally, if you're just smart about it and you just chill out and don't summon on every single banner, like they are going to be back on certain banners. Okay, let's see. I couldn't find it on YouTube. It's just showing me the 5.5 anniversary. So we're gonna look on Google for the 4.5 anniversary. The 4.5 anniversary of Grand Cross featured a Ragnarok festival, including a new hero, Thor, and then special. Oh, it was Thor. Fuck Thor. All right. Alright, let's look for some Grand Cross Thor summons, and then I just want to take a look at that banner. I don't like to go through the forum. I feel like it takes a lot of time going through the forum. Also, this team is probably gonna, like, bro. I knew that this team was probably gonna lose, but that's perfectly okay. I am going to. There we go. 11 months ago. Let's mute that. Okay, so let's see. Thor's banner was like an original. Let's see. OC character, it had Light Liz, Dark Hell, Light Bond, Blue Margaret, Kusak, King, Sigurd. Not looking too promising, chat. I'm gonna be honest. Well, wait. This was a Holy War Festival. Oh God, I need gems then. Fook. So I'm looking at Thor's banner, and honestly, Thor's banner is good for newer players who need to fill out their roster for like the basic essential units in the game, but like in general, Thor's banner looking kind of like poo-poo. I'm saying Thor's not used that often, and it's only been a year. Like, bro, think about how long Trader Meliodas lasted when he dropped. Think about that. Bro, that was a different Grand Cross back then, bro. That's when they started the fucking craziness. That's when they started the tomfoolery for real. Like, you saw a Trader Melly and you was just kind of like, hey, yo, what the hell is this? But yeah, now they drop a unit and they don't even last a year, bro. That's crazy. I did not know Thor was only a year old. She's so irrelevant now that I thought she was like 2 years old or some shit. That is crazy, bro. How fast this game's meta just shifts. Did somebody die already? Did Hell and wait, I have retrogression. Okay, but he did still die. Yeah. If I lose this, I'm just gonna go back to the basic levels and just do those over again. Like I would like to get those extra awards from this level, but like I guess I could stop being lazy and actually try it myself, huh? Couldn't I do that? I guess so. Floor 4 bird, floor 4 deer. When you start farming a relic upgrade, you will see how useful she is to beat damage cap. I saw somebody use a soul leveling team for floor 4 bird. They didn't even need Thor, so I was like, eh. I saw she's used for floor 4 deer though. It seems like the floor 4 deer team is a bit static right now. It seems like there's not really much wiggle room on that. Do you still have to do the color wheels on floor 4 deer? They said demons. Okay. Yeah, why did I skip over this team? It did say no fairies or humans. These are demons. Cool. Let's try this. No. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this fan up. It is actually starting to still get kind of hot in here. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff right there. Let's actually try. Yes, convoluted AF, but still color wheel. God damn, bro. That damn color wheel. Single target. This? I don't know. I forget, dude, I haven't used demons in so damn long, bro. I forget how they work entirely, bro. Okay, cool, but we did give him, well, that didn't matter. Meliodas really didn't do shit. Oh, but then I should have did Meliodas' AoE first and then the single target then. Because he got his attack buff once I did that third attack. Also, guys, let me know if my fan on the side is too loud. I can turn it down a bit. Like I said, this fan has 10 speeds, so it can get a little crazy in here sometimes. Let's do this, and let's do this, and then I'll just, no, I'd rather work towards Gelda's ultimate. Yes. Of course, that's not going to do much. It's an AoE. Gelda looking magnificent. I forgot I actually got that costume. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Meliodas walking him down. Yes, sir. Okay, we skipped that. Oh. Okay, everybody's ultimate like fucking disappeared. That's excellent. Let's do this. No, I want to save those single targets. Let's do this, and then this. But nah, while I was watching Black Clover last night, bro, I was literally talking about how like I saw the episode again where Yami goes to, he's like, me and Magna got a man's mission. No boys can come, and like they tell Asa to stay at the hideout, and then literally they just go to gamble, and then like they get like they get robbed of the clothes on their fucking back, basically. Yeah, it's so stupid. Okay, this, and then this. Damn, I only have 3 slots because somebody just died. That's right. Fucked myself. And these don't hit as much because he doesn't have the Blazing Inferno effect anymore. Okay. Getting a little tricky here, I see. What the fuck am I doing using this lame-ass Meliodas like I do not have Meli Ellie 6 out of 6? What am I doing right now? Them AP pots is getting quite low, chat. And we still got basically 2 hours for JJK. Let me actually take a look on JJK on my phone real quick just to make sure my stamina is not full, because that's the biggest problem with JJK, bro. They cap you out at 200 fucking stamina. This. Oh, wait, let me get my chat back up. I was using my phone for a chat. Shervins, how you doing, bro? How many gotchas you playing at the moment? Just 2. Just JJK Phantom Parade because it is quite literally a hard side game. And then this. This is a game that I can spend a lot of time on. I threw away Dokkan. I cast away my old shell. How you doing, though, Shervins? I hope you've been excellent, bro. Oh, okay, yeah, my AP is nowhere near close to being like full on JJK. We chill. Doesn't JJK stamina overcap? It does, but like it caps at 99 up. Thanks, man. It caps at 999, and also dope. You're a smart man, both in game and with your money. Yeah, you gotta be, bro. I'm the transparency moment, chat. I'm 25. I'm looking to get married and have kids. That's what I desire in my life. Not what I was told I need to do in my life to push the world. What I plan to do with my life to push my world. So, yeah, you kind of got to start locking the shit in for real. Oh my gosh, please don't start spamming me with fucking Nanashi cards, dude. But, my bad. Shervins. What's I gonna say? I don't know, bro. Sometimes I really, guys, it's real, bro. Like, life really is not as bad of a place as, like, the world tries to make it out to be. And, like, sometimes I really do just be losing, track of where I am for real, just because I just be having moments of extreme bliss sometimes. That's not weird to say, but, like, it may sound weird to an outside ear. I don't know. I'm 34, married, and looking to buy a house. I respect you for choosing your path, dude. I'm saying, bro. I remember when I was in fucking high school and everybody, dude, one thing I heard a lot when high school was like, whatever dudes are like, hey, bro, everybody got their hoe phase. I'm like, yo, that's not true. That is not true. You do not have to spread your essence everywhere just because somebody tells your ass that that's what you have to do. Like, the thing about thinking is, if you are the one in control of them thoughts for real, then you're the one in control of them thoughts, and that's kind of where it ends. That's kind of where it ends. People told me I'm like an old man or an old person in general spiritually, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Is that an insult? I don't know. There's a song. I don't know why I'm thinking of this quote right now, but I listened to Action Bronson, who's like a rapper, and what's the song called? Bonsai. Literally, one part of the song, or kind of like an introductory part to the song, he literally says, "Now I'm laying in the bed naked. My chick said I look like Kevin Bacon. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'll take it. 3 dice in my hands. I might as well shake it." I'm like, bro, that whole set of bars was just a vibe, because like his shawty complimented him, or he doesn't even know, but he's also like, I'm gonna take it positively because I chose to take that information positively. Because like, think about it, Kevin Bacon's got money. Kevin Bacon is fucking renowned for fucking his role in Footloose. Cool, but he's also like, life is a gamble, but I'm still gonna take the chance, right? So it's just like, I could fuck with the vibes in those lines. So let's do this, and then let's do this. Honestly, honestly, since I'm sorry, chat. Like since my headphones are right there. Since I can't hear anything anyway, I am gonna pop a headphone in and listen to a little bit of music. I mainly listen to like Japanese music for real though, because I definitely feel like you still playing solo leveling. Oh, absolutely not. I just realized I can't listen to music because I'm literally using my phone to view the chat. So like I'm literally listening to the live stream as well. Back if I put the headphones in. But yeah, no, I put solo leveling Arise down a very long time ago. It's like the wall that you hit in that game, bro. Casto on floor 1 of Wolves. Should I go for white or black wolf on phase 3? So the way that my team is, I haven't done dogs in a while, bro. But the way that my team is constructed is that I am like trying to just do as many AoEs as possible, and then you can kill either one you like as long as you kill the other one like the turn after. I'm pretty sure. Can anybody in chat confirm that for me? Because I'm pretty sure I've had a few runs on that where you said floor 3, not phase 3. No, you said phase 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've like literally killed one of them and then just killed the other immediately after, and it's been okay. The only downside to that is, you know, if your team's not tanky enough, you may lose a little bit of HP going into the second phase, but I mean, it is what it is. I think I can still make this work. I think honestly Nanashi was really cucking the fuck out of me just now, because he was really eating all of the card slots in my fucking hand. But now that he's fucking dead, I am losing a lot of extra damage, but at the same time, it's just cards from these 3 now. Recovery is disabled. If my team lives right here, then I get the shield next turn, and I can pop 2 ults on. Ooh. Yeah, I had a feeling the damage was going to be looking like that. Yeah, Demiurge was like really fun gimmick. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy you lived that second hit though. The last attack wasn't a single target, so it didn't really matter. But still. Nah, Brunhild cooked. Oh, I forgot to use that talent in case this doesn't give me the win that I am looking for. But cool. The final attack was by a demon as well. So fucking one night. Nah, Brunhild cooked. Okay, facts. Yeah. Boom. You're chilling, bro. You're chilly. Damn, only got 7,000. That's unfortunate. You need 9,000 for like all that extra stuff. And I want all those. I want the Super Awakening medals, and I also want the SSR pendants. And bro, tell me why I'm right under. I definitely gotta start worrying about Knighthood boss a little bit more, because like, I know it's just 3 and 3 right there, but like that shit counts for real. That shit counts. But hey, man, anybody in the chat who has not been subscribed to the Dead Man, y'all could leave a subscribe just because the vibes are immaculate for real. You know what I'm saying? And my traps look like Goku for real. You got a human team? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Casto? Because I personally do have a human team. Are you talking about for guild boss? The extra points literally say don't use humans or fairies. I thought. How the hell did I get all the rewards in one run? No, literally, bro, I don't even got a real read on Knighthood boss. I've literally gotten 9,000 on a random run before. And I literally, after I did that shit, I was like, bruh, how? I also need to do Demon King battle a lot more. I don't do that at all. But I do want to start pushing True Awakening way more. Like, bro, you see I only have this top little, not even this top bit. These guys, some of these LRs aren't even True Awaken, bro. So I'm missing out on the extra 1,000 combat class and extra damage reduction. I'm kind of leaning on that, bro. But it's a progress. It's all a progress. Let me check the team I use real quick. Facts. I appreciate you. Are you in my Discord, bro? Could you just drop it in Discord for me? If you are. If not, you can just send a message here. It's cool. I understand the clutter. I understand the mental clutter that comes with a bunch of extra Discord notifications. Like, literally, I'm not offended when people don't join the Discord, bro. Also, chat, are there any new games that I should be trying out that y'all think that I would actually like? TA is super expensive. I want to slow down because I'm broke. True Awakening is super fucking expensive, bro, for no reason. Like, I don't even mind it. What I mind is that it also eats away your LR coins. If it didn't eat away your LR coins, it'd be whatever. UR pendants is still crazy. Is a crazy ask in my opinion. But like the UR pendants and the LR coins, while I'm not getting a character LR, is really insane to me. Okay, what's next? We have to do 2 more knighthood boss battles, but also I'll pivot over to PvP while I wait for some team inspirations. Man, I should have. Dude, the last character that I LR'd was Margaret, just because I was like, I have 100 coins, you know, I'm trying to boost my CC. And there are certain characters that I had been saying, like, I was like, yo, this character gets an LR, this character gets an LR, right? But it finally happened, and I was just not prepared. That's okay, though. I'm not upset. That's just how life goes, man. Who am I looking for? Ding! Right there. Probably this. I think I used the goddess team. I don't remember. Goddess. Hey, well, maybe me LRing that Margaret gave me a little more help than I thought. And the stupid RNG Demon King mats are a pain because humans and unknown are the only races that matter, and there's hundreds of them. That's what I'm saying. It's like every time I'm looking at a unknown or a human character and I'm trying to get them true awakened, it's like I never have enough. And then I'm like always looking, I'm like, fuck, I just have so many of these extra other, like, of course you have 1,000,001 fucking giant medals. Like, who cares about giants for real? Who cares? Alrighty. We got a human team that I'm going to watch if they don't quit. Let's take away. Well, let's do this and bait the evasion, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do this. Yes, sir. That first turn could have certainly been played better. Because I gave her Blade of Glory already. I should have done 2 single targets. I was thinking of doing a Lance single target after the first single target and then just hitting everybody, so that she wasn't just getting, the... We'll see how the turn goes. Oh, that's her Blade of Glory. Ain't enough. Yeah, what am I worried about? I'm like 50k CC higher. They literally just weren't gonna hit that hard. Like, it'd be like that, bro. Well, thank you for your effort, soldier, but you're cooked. It'd be so nice if I had Helbram in my Petrify. Oh. This? Sent my guild boss team in Discord. Thank you much. Can he be petrified even? He probably has some bullshit going on. No, he can. And of course, Lance just hits like fucking wet doo-doo. We got the setup on the market insight. King and Deanne are definitely cooked next turn though, so I'm fucking cooked, I guess. Yeah, I'm fucking cooked. Yep. Like, even though I'm not, it's weird. It's like, even though I can get shitted on in PvP like this, it's like I don't hate this game mode anymore. It's like now I'm playing these game modes and I'm just kind of like, damn, where did I misplay? Who should I have targeted first? Like, you know, I watch like Marilli videos, and this man really be like calculating everything that he does. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Cast. I really do appreciate it. But you know, he really just calculates his moves and everything, and I want to get to that point, but it's just like that's definitely going to take a lot of trial and error, because like I can't remember what I did a lot of just like looking over passives on this team over and over again for the Helbram video, and I'm still over here. You should have disabled Jinwoo's single target attack. I figured I should have gone after Jinwoo instead of Sid, but Sid had attacked me and did quite a bit of damage. And the most, oh my gosh, you annoying cunt. Well, honestly, she can't be petrified, can she? This fucking bitch. Okay. Well, you know what? I want to test. Oh, I didn't mean to hit her after I petrified. No! I just want to test out and see if she can be petrified for real. Because I don't know. I've never seen anybody put her in the front line. I always see her in the back line. No problem, bro. Rare to find people live streaming 7DS on a dead week. I mean, bro, like, I'm not the type of person to let... if I like a gacha game, like, for real, okay, they just fucking left. So I couldn't even expect... Like, bro, oh my god, the jiggle physics fucking knocked my ass into orbit for a second. But I'm not the type of person to let dead week... I remember a really long time ago, I was watching a Nanogenics video, and he was like, that's the true test of a content creator. Y'all can tell that fan is kicking right now, because my shirt really waving at y'all. But he was like, that's the true test of a content creator. Whenever you have things like a dead week or a dead month even, like, right, and you can still make the content interesting, still find something to talk about. And I'm just like, that one, yes, shows that, like, you are masterful at your craft, but it also, too, shows that you have love for what you're doing, too, and that's also great. They're going to be, oh my gosh, fucking annoying. I learned from my mistake last time. These motherfuckers can't be stunned immediately. Let's go for some single targets, and... No, that's not a single target. Think, dead man. Think! Okay. I just feel like I'm about to get blasted this next turn. Like, bro, they got a Holy Relic Escanor, and I'll be faithful. I'll be hopeful. I won't write myself off that easily. Not yet. That was some pretty solid damage. Okay, we activated their revive already. Solid. And my team has Guardian of the, Giant Queen, so I should be good for right now. She has Mistform. Excellent. We all have Mistform. Okay. I feel like if I had Helbram on the front line replacing Alpha, I would have certainly blasted right there. Because Helbram still has 2 single targets, so I still would have been able to pop off 2 single targets. So now here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do this, and then I guess we do this, and then do this, and then do this as well. I think that's what I want to go for there. I was about to say, please tell me you get through, bro. Please tell me. Ooh, okay. I'm digging the damage there. Bladed Judgment is scary though, but their attack related stats are also lower. Oh, but their life is also lower. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Dead man in the building. All right. I almost think of it as a dungeon or tower, or I try to make myself better with every fight. I'm saying, bro, I'm learning. And it feels good when you really learn. Like, okay, that gets my ass whooped. That gets me punished. I won't be doing that shit no more. Like, you really grow. Okay, Escanor, I see you, because she's definitely cooked now. Oh, except for she's not, you fucking bozo. Okay, you see, bro, I'm enjoying myself quite a bit now that I'm cooking up. Let's just, GG, bro. Like, be real, bro. Did you really want to smoke for real? But yes, but yeah, that is true though. Like, that is the real markings of like a real content creator right there. It's like, are you able to continue to push content even when there's nothing to talk about? Like, can you paint the picture in your mind for the people who watch you when they don't see the pictures themselves? Yes, I can. Like JJ, like, bro, sometimes I be on my JJK tirade sometimes. You said you sent your Guild Boss team in the chat. Let me see. My Guild Boss team, I don't read, and it gets me over 9K every week, no matter the rules. So the only problem with that is I don't have what's his name, Bam. I don't have Bam, and I also don't have that new Zenari. But hey, man, honestly, Zenari could be on the 5.5 banner though. That is something that I'm kind of excited for. I also have not done any pulls on this yet either. I'm gonna save it. Until I just like how now honestly, there's not really much to play right now. It's just like, yeah, there really isn't. And like, bro, I'm waiting on Origin. I'm waiting on freaking Highjo's game to drop. Rip AYT bet. Rip AYT. Rip AYT. Rip all your teams? Rip, I don't know. But I'm saving this because, like, obviously I have all these characters. And I need Demon Kings more for dupes for ultimate. I need Hell more for ultimate. I mean, at this point, mild. I mean, it's just CC. You know, I'm not seriously using, bruh. Helprim is already 6 out of 6. My Helprim is absolutely disgusting. But also, I have looked over this, and I have a quick list real quick. I just say quick, like back to back. I have a list right here of the characters that I actually need or can actually use from this banner. I can still use 1 copy of Thonar. Red Thonar. I think she's the only Thonar on this banner. Let me see. Yes, I can still use 1 copy of Red Thonar for ults, 2 copies of Red Margaret, 3 copies of Red Freya. Surprisingly, she's the first one that came out. This one's 6/6. It's crazy to me. Somehow, even though I've been playing this game since like the first week or month, I can't remember exactly which one. Somehow, my Red Gallons ultimate is still 1 out of 6. No idea how. My Red Melascula's ultimate is only 4 out of 6 because they're coin shop. They don't really incentivize putting them on banners that much. Then my Blue Zeldris, the Festival Zeldris. He needs 1 more ult level, and then Demon Kusak needs 1 more ult level. Everybody else is 6 out of 6. So that is what I'm looking like off that banner right now. So I'm just Rip. You don't have the humans. All right, bet. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Okay. My bad. I be spelling like actual like grammatically, even though it's not a real fucking word. I be spelling that shit like AIGHT or no, IGHT. That's how I spell it. Yo, how the fuck have I not talked about any of this yet in the live stream? Dude, I've been catching up on other animes. I mean, besides getting my homie into Black Clover, I've been catching up on other animes that have come out this season. And man, Gachi Akata. What days do Gachi Akata episodes drop? Sundays. Damn, we checked yesterday. But Gachi Akata is fucking insane. Dandadan is insane. What else? To Be Hero X. I'm pretty sure. No, that's from this season because it's still going right now. But To Be Hero X is pretty good too. What else? It's okay, guys. I appreciate y'all efforts in trying to help me get the knighthood boss, dub on the highest level. But like, I'm gonna just auto battle on this level right here, just so I can get the mission done and just keep progressing through the step up stuff. Because again, I really just want to get those SSR pendants and those Super Awakening coins. Dandadan is so fire, bro. Yo, what's crazy is in one of my animes that I'm writing, I literally have like a show where characters are like possessed by gods, and all the gods have like different abilities. And I literally have a character named Iggy, right? And Iggy whole deal is he used to play professional soccer, and it turns out that his god or goddess is Nike, the goddess of victory. And pretty much in my show, like demons are like physically like the peak in the universe, and then like angels are like spiritually like the peak. So they're just really like cracked at like figuring out new spiritual techniques and shit like that, right? So Iggy especially though, because Nike, the goddess of victory, is considered a lighter god, so like a deity that's more focused on like the spiritual abilities. But since he is an athlete, and since he is like so well trained and conditioned in his actual natural life, this man pretty much has the physiology of a demon because he's that physically cracked. He's just that conditioned physically. And like literally what this man literally makes a soccer ball out of like his spiritual energy, and he can control the soccer ball in a very different like myriad of ways. And I promise you, I literally, my first time seeing this man GG do that soccer shit in Dandadan was when the episode came out last fucking week. And then I watched him do more shit this fucking week, yesterday, right? So it's just like, I already thought of this character. It's so crazy how I think up characters and like something similar to that fucking character just spawns into fucking existence and then shows me like an inkling of like how it should look. But I'm like, oh, mine's still gonna have its own little twist though, right? So it's just like, the show I'm talking about is Gods and Monsters. That's what I'm creating. But yes, when I saw Gigi, I was like, yo, like somebody out there gets it, bro. They understand how this shit works. Cause I told somebody a long time ago about this. There's a dude I used to hang out with who also wrote anime and manga. And I told him about that, and like the first thing he said was, just make sure that motherfucker's not like Magna from Black Clover, just like fucking useless. And I'm just like, bro, I can't front you're kind of useless because you couldn't even see the fucking vision. Of course you wouldn't be. And Magna's not useless. Magna's a chill dude. I'm rewatching Black Clover, I'm understanding that. Magna's a super chill dude. I'm so surprised I can do floor 3 dogs on my free-to-play account. Yeah, I mean, dogs is... What's your account combat class, by the way? Because they have, like, the little ranges, and they don't really matter. As long as you have the proper team comp, you can do whatever you fucking feel like. But they do have, like, a certain, like, combat class range that they say you should be in before you do certain levels of Demonic Beast battle. If you're over that range, you're probably fine, but like, as long as you have the proper units for it as well, you're fine. And they literally give you all the units you need to do at least bird through dog. They give you all the units you need for all of those. Do you publish your manga? How can I read your stories? So here's the thing. These are all just like my ideas. I don't have how many times am I gonna say I'm not good at art? I have been lazy and have not been working to polish my art skills. I'll be transparent with you, bro. This is what I literally tried to storyboard for myself one day. Like just randomly, just on a whim, I was like, yo, I just wanna put in the work, you know, I just wanna see what it feels like. And I tried to storyboard kind of like the first like little exposition like chapter and everything. It's all stick figures and shit, but I mean like the paneling and all that is like there. And I literally like whenever I'm writing this stuff, like I think about it in like manga panels. And I'm like, the reason why I haven't really published it anywhere is at first it was because I kind of wanted to get I wanted to do on some like Michael Jackson shit. Michael Jackson mixed all of his own music, produced all of his own music, wrote all of his own songs, like all this different shit, published all of his own shit. It's like when you do everything on your own. You spoke about Nike, just do it. That's fair, but Nike is that's crazy because Nike, the brand, may just do it, but I'm talking about the actual God Nike, which is far more than the brand, and she's far more than just do it. But you know what? That's fair, dude. Honestly, fuck it. We're gonna have a little yap session about my manga since we have to kill time until fucking 11 o'clock. Basically, where the story starts is I've been thinking about this. I'm like, yo, I should just start talking about this shit like in like a live stream or something. Somebody will pop up and be like, yo, what the fuck? Do you have anybody animating this? I'm like, no. Like, I'll start. Like, okay, I can do whatever you want, bro. But because at the end of the day, I'm the one who made the idea. You're really gonna need my brain to really make this shit. You're gonna need my brain to perfectly execute this shit. So it's just kind of like that's the thing that people get scared about. People talk about like, that's dope. Publish it somewhere, dude. You would be surprised how much collaboration could bring your vision to life. You're right. You're absolutely correct, bro. And that's just how it works, bro. The world is literally as you say it is. Your world is your truth. What do you think is the truth in your world? Are you gonna let everybody else tell you all these external factors that control and dictate your life? Or are you just gonna be a man and take your life by the fucking reins and make it whatever you make it? The reason why people's lives are shit is because they're scared to accept responsibility and make it not shit. Have you ever thought about that? You're not the only one who wants to make manga but suck at drawing. I'm telling you, bro. I really do want to make. I like doing content because I meet so many cool people, bro. And I do want to make a Discord called like the Think Tank or I had a really cool idea a long time ago. There is a Naruto Shippuden intro. The second intro is called Distance, and the band who made it, the one that's like, you are my friend, that intro is called Long Shot Party. I literally thought about making a Discord server called One Shot Party, where even if people don't have a full prolific story idea, they can just drop in like one shot ideas or some shit like that, right? And like maybe, and like at some point, not even maybe, at some point I find some dude who does work for like an actual animation studio or some shit like that, you know, and like this dude could just be lurking around in the fucking chat and randomly pop in like at such and such. Yo, I low key, like, I hope you don't mind. I picked up one of these anime ideas. I figured it was cool because this is kind of like a public space. I picked up one of these fucking like ideas and I showed it to like one of my fucking higher ups and they were like, yo, that shit's kind of cracked. What are you trying to do for real? Like, just, bro, literally it's all chain of command. It's all fucking easy. It's all easy. We'll do it, bro. We'll do it. One Shot Party coming soon. The Dead Man will announce whenever it's out, bro. Now that I know that I have a backing for it and I have some people who want to put in some fucking ideas, because like, chat, I'll be transparent with you. I'm writing like 12 shows, not an exaggeration, fucking literally. I'm writing 12 shows, literally. And one of the shows is like sagas. So that show in itself is like 7 fucking shows, right? But that show, I have decided to take that show and instead of making it a show, make it a gacha game. Because I'm like, either way, if it's a show or a gacha game, the story is still going to get told. But nonetheless, I still have all these other shows that I can do. So I'm still gonna hit the anime market. I'm still gonna hit the fucking gacha game market. It doesn't fucking matter. So what do y'all want to hear about first, the gacha game or the anime? Let me know. I'm sorry. I'm really contemplating. Should I pick these up or should I pick? I just wasted a lot of Super Awakening coins earlier, but you can never have enough pendants. If I pick these up, it puts me at 27, and I need one more. I need one more pendant to get Helbram to. I never showed y'all the materials I needed to get this man LR. I need one more pendant. I need the 44 more medals. But I feel like over the course of me doing Heroes Arena for the next few weeks, I'm gonna stumble across another random UR pendant. Like, bro, I had 4 UR pendants at the start of the stream. I literally did my Hawk Pass missions, and then I literally got a UR pendant from the end of that. What y'all want? What y'all want? The gacha game? Because the gacha game, I'm not gonna lie, the gacha game is fucking crazy, fucking insane. I'm a graphic designer, not like anything crazy. I work in a corporate space, but hell, you never know. I might be able to do posters or something for you, dude. Art is life to me. That's fire, because I can't in front of you. Even having just arts, like renders, pictures of the characters would like give me more of a basis to work off of. Because once I have like that initial, because character designs always change, especially from the initial stages to like when you're actually releasing something, right? And you have to think about the fact of like, if I never have a character, I can see these visions in my mind, but if I never have a character who's like just on the fucking like who actually is just an envisioning of what I thought of, if I don't have that to look at, I'll never know how to improve it or anything because it never came to physical form. So it's like, yes, gotta find somebody who does these things, who can actually. I have a picture somewhere. Actually of one of them. Let me see. Let's see if we can find some pictures. I have somebody made a picture of my characters for me a very long time ago. And these characters are supposed to be kind of like subtle type of. I want it to be like Bleach, where like, you know, in typical anime you see characters wearing the same thing every day, but like in my shit it's like kind of like Bleach, where like Ichigo is wearing something different every fucking day, bro. Let's see. That's not. Nope. That's not the folder. Let's see. It should. No. So this isn't the right. I need to actually find like my. There we go. Oh no. The pictures are stuck in the fucking cloud. My OneDrive isn't running right now. It's insane. We gonna see these fucking characters, chat. Dog, OneDrive, I mean, I have internet and I'm logged into Microsoft. What do you mean OneDrive isn't working? Explain that to me exactly. Can I open the Photoshop file? No, it's literally just not letting me fucking access my own stuff. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Get out of here. No way, brother. Okay. So, like, basically, alright, there's two brothers. One of them is like a light skin. One of them's light skin. One of them's dark skin. The light skinned brother is named Simon, and he has this is not the gacha game. This is the anime. The light skinned brother, he has like an angel, and his angel is Uriel, the angel of light. And basically, his abilities are exactly based on that. They are based in light, but they are also based on like higher perception. Simon's abilities revolve kind of somewhat around like awakening like a third eye or a spiritual eye or something like that. But he never fully awakens the third eye. His power growth is literally just a culmination of. There's like a concept kind of like Hashirama and Madara from Naruto, where the the dark and the light in the universe like reincarnate over and over again in different people. But basically what the light half of that is called is the bearer of the light, and then the dark half is called the eternal black, right? So the bearer of the light is a power that is specifically bestowed to the next user. Whenever the next user needs it the most, it is given to them, and typically the user that had it prior dies in some events or something like that, and the fucking power of the light is literally just kind of like hanging in the universe, some shit like that, just floating around in the universe, because there's light and darkness that is just ambient in the universe in the real life, right? Cool. So Simon is special because the deity that he has not only was a previous bearer of the light, but also he's one of the only very, very few bearers of light to live after using the ability. Because like I said, the bearer of the light and the eternal black, they are in a war pretty much. They are constantly killing each other. What sets off the imbalance in the universe in my show is that the bearer of the light and the eternal black user before Simon and Raphael are actually their parents, and they are mortal enemies, even though they're in the same organization. But they eventually fall in love with each other because the dad saves the mom from her darkness, because the dad has Uriel at first. So when I think about the bearer of the light ability, it is very similar to like the Attack Titan from Attack on Titan, where it's like not you can see everything in the past before you, but you can see everything that is going to happen in the future, or rather, each person in the chain of bearer of lights, yes, they die, but they are a worthy, a noble sacrifice for the power to culminate even more. Every person who lived, who had the bearer of light ability, plays a very significant role in the universe. So you have the deity who Simon has, who survived with the bearer of light power. He is essentially the left eye of God, basically. This is very down the road type of stuff that I'm explaining right now, but it's like you would never expect the things to unravel the way that they do. He's basically like the left eye of God. Eventually Simon becomes like the right eye of God. It's like a whole fucking thing. And then eventually Simon has a son, because yes, I do already have a show that is the after story after this. This is called Gods and Monsters. Then the next show is called Gods and Monsters Battle World, or Gods and Monsters Presents Battle World. Right? And pretty much everybody from Gods and Monsters that saves the world in Gods and Monsters is known as the hero generation. Then the hero generation has kids, and the hero's generation's kids are known as the Saints of Dumal, because the main city that the main city that the main character and his brother are from is called Dumal, a city I made up, and literally a city that I'm trying to build in real fucking life. I'm trying to go out somewhere, buy some land, create a fucking city, name that shit Dumal. It is what it is. But you can see like Simon's scabbard kind of has like some crosses on it. It has like a little fucking the name of the sword is literally light in Japanese, so it's like Hikari or some shit like that. But basically, Simon's whole thing is by the way, their parents died at their birth. Like they were born and then their mom was kidnapped by demons, basically, for other reasons. But their dad goes to try and save their mom, and like literally the demons that kidnapped the mom are like the underlings of the fucking demon king. So like their parents just get fucking swiped the fuck away as soon as they're born, and literally somebody who's like an old squad member to their parents has to come and take care of the kids upon their request, because their parents also were the mightiest soldiers in the entire organization. By the way, the organization is called the Family. But literally Gods and Monsters is kind of like funny because there's not a rank called King of Gods and Monsters, but like by the time Simon gets to the end of the story, he makes a rank called the King of Gods and Monsters, because he's known as like the strongest like mortal, or honestly at this point strongest like being, right? But basically that's kind of like Simon's whole thing. He is the light, he is the bearer of the eternal light. But literally Simon's dad had the power, the bearer of the eternal light, and he had the power with Uriel had the power. Then the power went to Simon's dad, whose name is Jacques. By the way, his brother's name is Raphael. Raphael and Simon are twins, and they're literally based off. I was literally just looking at fucking designer clothes one day, and I was like, Raph Simmons. Because like these motherfuckers are gonna be fly as fuck all the time. And literally the dad of Raph Simmons, his name's Jacques Simmons, I'm pretty sure. So that's where all the names come from. And then literally their mom's name is Marcella, because I think Marcella is a beautiful name, and I just love bad bitches. And Marcella sounds kind of evil, and a lot of the evil bitches are kind of bad too. But besides the point, basically, the angel was the dad's power, and the dad's power got passed down to Simon. So the The reason why Simon is gonna be so OP is because like Simon is the bearer of light, but literally the deity possessing him was a prior holder of the bearer of light. So he knows majority of the secrets. He already was figuring out majority of the secrets of its power, but then its power got passed to Jacques, and then he worked with Jacques, and him and Jacques disclosed even more information about that power and figured out even more insight about it, and then now it's all accumulated to Simon, right? So like now Simon has literally the perfect mentor and his deity that are teaching him about the power. Gods and monsters. What's speaking to me is working on a logo for you. That would be my creative strength if I was to help out on your project. I mean, I would definitely appreciate it, dude. I've been trying to figure out like a fucking logo where it's like gods and monsters and like some crazy. The vibes I'm seeing is almost like love, death, and robots, simple but stacked with symbolism. I'm like, love, death, and robots. Let me see that. Let me look that up. But basically, I was thinking of like a. Low key, something basic like this. Like, I kind of like Naruto's logo because it's so basic, but it's like, it's just so obvious what it is. You know what it is, right? So what I'm looking for is something that says like gods and monsters, and on one side it has an angel wing, and then the other side it has like a demon wing, and then it literally has like Simon's katana like slashing through the back of it, I guess, or stabbing through the back of it, or through the top through to the bottom, or something like that. Naruto logo is fucking classic, dude. But basically, yes, that is Simon's kind of like ascent to power, and Simon's personality type is like, he's a super chill guy on the surface, but he's like actually like very passionate about the people that are very close to him. But he's like very good at like keeping. He's me in real life. He's very good. He's very good at keeping his true emotions very discreet. People will really have to seek out to know his true emotions, or if he really just thinks that you're worth knowing his true intentions and emotions, he'll just tell you straight up. But he's got a heart of fucking gold. Okay, cool. Now, at the beginning of the story, Simon and Raphael are actually coming out of a 3-year exile. Why is that? Because you have our other brother, Simon, or Raphael. But they call him Raph for short. They call Simon Sai, they call Raphael Raph for short. Raphael is... So, it specifically doesn't want to let me look at Raphael, but it let me look at Simon, which I'm just kind of like, bro, what? Yin and yang, almost the duality of light and dark showing the rings. Exactly. The reason why the universe is thrown out of whack is because Marcella was the prior bearer of darkness, and Jacques was the prior, eternal black and then bearer of the light. Those two were the ones, right? But instead of them killing each other, they fell in love and had kids and got killed by the Demon King, and their powers literally passed directly down to their kids. So then, all of a sudden, the Bearer of Light and the fucking Eternal Black are just allies. That just throws the universe out of fucking whack. And like now the demons are like trying to fight and regain the power of the Eternal Black. That's like the whole point of the story. But essentially, when Simon and Raph are younger, the guy that is like taking care of them essentially kind of takes like on a Gojo type of role where he becomes like a very big instructor in the institution, and like he kind of like oversees a lot of different like teams, and teams have to work in squads of 4, not including like a captain or not including a mentor. Like 4 students have to be together, right? And there are very specific reasons for that back in the past, that are kind of tied into Uriel's backstory, Simon's deity. I wish that picture of Raphael would work. But basically, when they were younger, Simon and Raphael were actually given the privilege to just work directly under the instructor, the mentor's like wing. And since they were, they got a lot of experience very fast, and like it really sucks. But like pretty much the world that they live in, as soon as they were old enough to like be cognitive, this man pretty much had to look at them and go, "Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Your parents are fucking dead. I'm so sorry to tell you that, but like the type of world you live in, if I left you less informed, you would literally die out here. Like, you are powerful, and like your parents' energy like is kind of like your parents' power flows through you. So like demons can smell the like strength on you, blah blah blah. They'll come after you. So like it is my duty to train you and make y'all like as cold as possible. Basically, they train with this man all throughout their childhood, and when they're 15, they go on this mission, and when they go on this mission, they have to escort. Sometimes what happens is there are angels or angel-like beings that will spawn on Earth instead of in heaven, because the way that heaven works in this show is all of the different heavens from all the different religions all exist, but they're all in their different municipalities. It's literally like different states, basically. All of the cultures are different in each one of the clouds, but there's a place above all of the clouds called Zion, where all of the top deities of each religion go and like meet and talk amongst each other. And conspire as well. I won't get into the conspiracy part of it, but basically, when they get exiled because during one of those missions to escort the angels up to the heavens, some demons actually attack the caravan that are escorting the angels. There's some of the demons have like crazy technology. And by the way, the demons who attacked were the 7 deadly sins. The 7 deadly sins were a group trying to raise to prominence. Ironic enough, the 7 deadly sins of my show were a group who were trying to raise to like prominence, and they were only allowed to do so because they had the the demon that has the eternal black that is possessing their mom is the Wrath Devil, and he was from the 7 deadly sins. And when he was a part of the 7 deadly sins were a very prominent demon group. But once the mom got saved by the dad, the demon was still residing in her, and she even controlled its powers. And once she took them, and also the 7 deadly sins were also just very prominent as well, because the Wrath Devil is literally just the leader of the entire demon military, basically. So when they lost the Wrath Devil, the demon military took a very big blow. There was a very big shift in the war of light and dark anyway. So now the Wrath Devil is trapped away in their son, who's much younger, has much less experience, and has had to kind of just train himself physically. He's already cracked physically, because as we remember, if we were listening class, demons are very like physically like just capable, right? They have high regenerative capabilities, high strength, high speed, high whatever, like any crazy physical. They're literally like Asta from fucking Black Clover, except for they kind of don't have to work out for that shit. If they want to work out and further it, they can. But basically, when the 7 deadly sins come to attack, they try to steal one of the angels, because they're like, yo, if we can steal one of the angels and taint one of the angels with demonic energy, and then literally raise it to be like a Nephilim instead, we could have a force of nature that is stronger than even the gods, and then the 7 deadly sins could rise back to prominence, right? In the process of all that going on, a lot of the demons that the Wrath Devil used to be around kind of like make his power go like awry, and he kind of like goes crazy, and this man Wrath like loses control of himself, and he starts to like fucking go on a rampage, and all of the other guards of the caravan that are there are all trying to murder this man Wrath. At the same time that they're trying to murder Wrath, Simon is trying to protect Wrath, because he's like, yo, this is my brother. At the same time all of this is going on, their instructor pretty much has to run up, their Gojo pretty much has to run up. He has to knock Wrath out, grab Simon and Wrath, and then like he bashes their heads into the ground. He's just like, yo, we're all very sorry for like their performance on this mission, blah 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 blah. Literally in all of the ruckus as well, the 7 deadly sins do actually escape with one of the angels. So like that is why, and then literally the they are instantly given counsel with the gods, and the gods are like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, you let an angel get taken by a demon, the repercussions of that are just unimaginable. Y'all are fucking executed for that. And pretty much their instructor convinces the gods, like, no, let's not instantly kill them. It will be a waste to kill these guys when they have so much potential. Rather, how about this? We can send them and exile them in the hellscape, because that's hell, right? And basically the way that hell works in my show is that it's like a bunch of rings, kind of like Dante's Inferno, and each level lower is just like a different demon king, right? But there are different rankings. There's ranking amongst the people in the family, and there are rankings amongst the demons, and the rankings are literally dependent on each other, like what can kill what, right? Kind of like JJK. But I need water. Goodness, the Yap Fest is going crazy. But basically, they go to the hellscape, and this man, their mentor, by the way, their mentor's name is Fulgrim Apollo. Fulgrim is he's a pretty well-connected guy, I'll say. You know, I mean, Fulgrim Apollo was literally on a team with their parents. That's the guy that their dad called when he was like, yo, like, my kids have just been born, but I gotta go save their mom for real. Like, come watch over my children while I go do that. But, basically, this man Fulgrim is cracked. He does everything for the motherfuckers. He's like, yo, he has a ally in the hellscape named Hellwalker, and like this motherfucker, the kind of vibes I'm getting from Hellwalker. If y'all have ever seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Imagine the Ripper Doc, like some fucking like Jamaican fucking Scottish looking motherfucker, sounding motherfucker or some shit like that, like dreads, but he's got like shades on. He's like super. He gives like these Ozzy Osbourne type of vibes. But like this man can like the man who walks in flames or some shit is like his other name or whatever the fuck. But basically, this man keeps an eye on them in the hellscape for 3 years and literally just gives them a training arc. So like the start of the show is them having their training arc, but the extra caveat: when the gods say sure, we'll let them live and we'll exile them for 3 years, and if they live, they get to come back. Another caveat is they get to seal away Wrath's powers indefinitely because the Wrath Devil is too dangerous. So like if Wrath can't learn to build up on his own spiritual energy, then how can we trust him to even hope to defeat the Wrath Devil? But the thing about it is, since the Wrath Devil was ingrained in him from his birth, the Wrath Devil is very much a core of his energy. So Wrath is very much nerfed at the start. But also, since Simon and Raphael are twins, it's kind of like in JJK. I don't know how many people in here read JJK, but look at Mai and Maki. Isn't it crazy that Maki has no cursed energy, but she's still kind of like, She has a heavenly restriction like Toji, but she's still kind of And Mai has cursed energy, but her cursed energy is so low, she can barely like do anything. I don't know how many people read JJK, but just read into that. The power of twins in a world where power is determined at birth matters, right? So since they're twins, their souls are somehow like linked together. So since there is a dampener on Raphael's powers, there's also a dampener on Simon's powers. But since Simon's powers are Simon is essentially kind of similar to Gojo, because he just understands the abilities on such an intricate level that he can be most efficient when using his techniques and expending spiritual energy. That's what makes Simon so formidable. Whereas Wrath probably has a much higher, literally, bro, to compare it, Simon's closer to Gojo, Raphael's closer to Yuta. He just has a very infinite like reserve of energy, but the gods locked it away, so he has to unlock it bit by bit. And like the way that looks is literally like the Wrath Devil is like in the center of this man's soul, like fucking T-posing, chained up from fucking head all the way down to toe. Like this man is not even allowed to see, basically. But in different situations where where Wrath ends up in life or death situations, you know, sometimes the Wrath Devil does just like break the chains a little bit and gets out a little bit more, and he's fighting to get out. But basically, Wrath's whole demeanor is like he is actually just a rage freak. He's just a rage freak. He has the Wrath Devil. He actually has a heart of gold, but also he lets his emotions get the better of him as well. And he obviously has a reason to be mad at the world. His mom and dad died at his birth. The devil inside of him is the reason why him and his brother are fucking tormented. The gods are like after his fucking ass. Like it's just like there's a lot of reasons to be mad at the world with Wrath, right? And he has to work better to control his anger. But as he works better on controlling his anger, he understands that his anger is his power, that he can use it to fight back. He can pretty much match the Wrath Devil's anger like blow for blow. But that's kind of like the dichotomy of the main two characters. I know that was super fucking long and convoluted, but like it is what it is. But yeah, eventually you figure out that, you know what, it's cool. We're not even gonna go any deeper. I'm telling you in-game stuff. But that's not even like the premise of the show. That's literally just the basis of the two main characters and kind of what they have to deal with in the show. But let's get back to our typical Grand Cross activities. That was a very fun commercial break. I enjoyed it, chat. Thank you for listening, guys. Let's see, clear a boss battle. Damn, I already did those today. That's evil as fuck, and I don't want to waste any more skip tickets. Thank you, Tash. Thank you. But yeah, man, I mean, if you want to do a logo, I'd appreciate it. It would definitely help me out a great deal. I'm not going to sit here and be all nonchalant. Like I've learned that, like, really, the things that you really want to be done the most in this world, you really got to focus your energy on it. And I really do love my, like, show ideas. Like, I really wish for them to be excellent, for them to be great. Honestly, I'm honestly down to keep talking about it. I'm down to talk about, like literally when they come back. The reason why I was explaining them coming back from exile at the start of the show is because, like, I feel like that gives a very good reason as to why they are overpowered. Like, it gives them a very clear progression, because if they were training under, you know, this great legendary dude who used to literally run this shit in his heyday with their dad and mom, right? And we're not going to talk about the fourth team member from their squad, because that motherfucker will show up later. But, like, it's just like, you got to expect them to be absolutely cracked. So then you're sitting there and you're wondering, like, why are they already so cracked? Why do they already know all this stuff?
have all this experience, but they're relegated to doing all this low tier stuff. And then you think about it, you're like, okay, well, when you think about the fact that like the brother whose power is bottomless is just sealed away, and the other brother whose power isn't bottomless but is just more efficient, but a lot of it is sealed away just because he's related to his brother, then you're kind of like, oh, okay, well that makes a lot more sense. Let's do this. I'm really not attached to the results of this match. I'm just going for it because I had to do it for the missions. Discord DM me, would be down to work on something, or better yet, I will DM you and have something put together. I mean, hey, bro, I appreciate it, bro. Like, I will not force anybody to do anything outside of what they want to do. If people want to do things, then I will encourage those things, and I will congratulate you on those things. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I think the most beautiful thing in life is seeing something that you want to do and doing that shit. And I really respect it when you said, Tash, you said what's speaking to me is working on a logo. I'm like, yo, the only things in this world that you really should be doing are the things that speak to you, because the things that don't speak to you, bro, they're just not for you. And it just takes a long time to realize that. Like, I have grown ass people at the bar asking me like, yo, Deadman, how did you get like this? I'm not gonna lie, there was actually a lady at the bar the other day, and she comes to my restaurant all the time. I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know who the fuck I'm gonna petrify for real. But they have debuff immunity, do they not? No, they don't. They just have damage reduction. Oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna do this and then do this. I don't know. I was taking too long. But like, literally, I was talking to a lady at the bar, and she was like, she was telling me that she's like leaving, and she like asked me my name because like she knows I've worked there for a while. She always waves at me whenever she comes in. Like, she asked me my name and all this stuff, and the first thing I said to her was like, they call me the Dead Man. And it felt so good to say that shit, man. I was just like, they really do though. And then I was just like, you can call me Vince though. You gotta be playful with them, man. You never want to take the playfulness out of it. If you think about it, when you're a kid and you want something, there's a lot of like playfulness in your heart whenever you want that shit. You're like, oh dude, I want this, and you just play a million different situations in your mind. Like, you don't even think about how you're gonna get that shit. You just play a million different situations in your mind where you're just like, oh dude, when I get this shit, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, right? You gotta have that playfulness about you, because like without that playfulness, life really is very humdrum, man, and that shit sucks. Let's do this, and then let's do this. I'm pretty sure I'm cooked for this match. But like I said, never mind. This boy weak as hell. I've done matches against like this man Mael sometimes, and that boy has absolutely just turned me on my head for real. When I'm like just sitting here trying to figure out like, why is this man taking like Millum type damage whenever like she's taking like just ones? Like, I've seen him take damage like that before. Quite embarrassing. Okay, well, good thing he died on that initial hit right there. But we still got to deal with these two though. Okay, not too much damage. But yeah, man, like, it is what it is, bro. The life that you want to live will be the life that you attract, is all I will say. And I was really thinking about that shit, bro. I was like, when you do things, you either do things from a mindset of fear or a mindset of love, right? And what I had thought about was the fact of, you know, it's a very fearful mindset to have, to be like, oh, if I put this out into the fucking world and somebody steals it, man, then I won't get the benefits off of it. But it's just like, what exactly, people mistake what exactly the benefits of certain things are. Because you got to think, okay, yes, money is one aspect of a benefit from it, yes. But if you really love anime, and, you know, one, you just want to watch good anime. All right, cool, this is good anime. Even though I know the entire story like the back of my fucking hand, I don't know how this shit's going to be animated. By the time I get this shit, like... So we got 2 episodes of Gotcha to now. We got to wait 2 weeks for the episode. Oh, 2 weeks? What the fuck? But even though scam season is in effect, I mean, we got Gotcha Akata. We got Dandadan episode 3 was fucking crazy. I just remembered what I watched yesterday. Oh my god. No! Yo, chat, I don't know if y'all know this show called Call of the Night. Call of the Night, at first, like the first season seems like this romance type of shit though. Yeah. Gotcha is on Sundays. We were checking that shit yesterday for real. Call of the Night is like a romance type of thing, but the second season is like looking crazy. Like, it's looking like some shonen type shit. Like, it's this dude who's trying to get turned into a vampire by a female vampire, but he has to fall in love with the vampire to actually turn into a vampire. Oh fuck, Token Anki's today? Yeah, I need that shit. I need that shit for real. I need to do 3 boss battles. I don't even know why I did all the skip tickets on all of them. That was such a waste of skip tickets. But fuck. What was I saying? But yeah, man, you really gotta have that playfulness about you for real. Like, if you're not enjoying this shit, then you're sucking this shit up. Oh, I was saying, like, you can either act from a place of fear or you can act from a place of love. It's fearful to think about something and then say, like, oh, I don't want to put this into the universe because somebody else can steal this shit and somebody else can make the money off of it. I can't front of you, bro. I'm the type of dude, I'm like, yo, I could have $1 million idea. You could really steal that shit, look at me, laugh in my face, walk away, and then I won't even give you a response, and I walk away and then look at the $1 billion in my bank account type of shit. It's just like, you stole a little fucking like quirky idea, bro. You didn't even take one of my real ideas. And I'm not saying that my anime idea is a quirky idea or something small. It's a very big idea, but it's just like the power behind my hands, bro. I plan to do so much more things in this world. So it's just one thing of many. Like, okay, you steal a show idea. What does it matter that you steal a show idea when I'm already literally taking over the world in fucking music, in fucking clothes, in fucking gacha games and this. It's like, oh no, you took one thing. You took one of my 7 swords and tried to strike me with it, and I still had the other 6 to block with. How you look now? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, who gives a fuck? So yeah, you might as well just throw this shit into the atmosphere, bro. And besides, if somebody steals the shit, makes the shit, it's just not gonna hit like I said it, bro. They're just not gonna see them visions for real. That's facts. That's facts. When I'm up, say goodbye to the Eastern Seaboard. Oh my fucking goodness. Wait, what the fuck? I'm on the east side. Honestly, that doesn't matter. I'm literally going to Japan. It don't matter. I'm going to Japan. It doesn't matter, bro. I can't front of you, bro. I can really see this shit. Like, you really gotta like understand the world is a crazy ass place. This shit is a simulation, dog. Like, you say whatever the fuck happens, that shit happens for real. And like, the thing that stops it from happening is your disbelief in that shit. Like, whenever you say something out loud, like, whenever you look at a shawty, you're like, yo, I could fuck that bitch. And then you're just gassing it up in front of your homies, but you're not really thinking that shit. You'll never fuck that bitch. But when you never even told anybody and you look at a shawty and you're like, I could fuck that bitch if I felt like it. But you kind of keep it to yourself. And then shawty just pulls up on you one day and she's just like, yo, you trying to rail? Like, that shit happens. I've had that shit happen before in real life. Like, bro, I've even had shawty. I've even played with a shawty's heart and got her to a position where she told me, where I made her tell me for real, because I could tell, but I was like, it'd be funnier to me if you told me straight up. So like, I made her tell me and then I started clapping them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, either way, it's just like, whatever you deem fit for the situation, bro, you gonna make that shit happen. You'll make it happen. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? Because everybody is allowed to do whatever they see fit. And if Shawty wanted to get her cheeks clapped, and that's what she saw fit, bro. And if it's like, it's not evil because it was mutually beneficial for both of us. At the moment, we both wanted what we wanted, we both got it. If the shit expires after the fact, then you deal with the aftermath. But I mean, like, during the time of, like, who gives a fuck? But yeah, it's a mindset of love to have an idea and think like, yo, I love this idea so much. Like, no matter how it goes, like, I just need to see this shit come to fruition, right? It's just like, yo, anybody can make this shit. And when you release things into the atmosphere, into the world with love in your fucking heart, in your fucking chest, that's when the best results come out. When 10 times out of fucking 10, I can't even say 9 times out of 10, 100%, bro. It's all good. So yeah. It looks like we're working on an anime now. Fuck it. Dead Man the mangaka. It's like everything that you say you aren't is what you are not. Everything that you say you are is what you are. Remember that, chat. Use 50 anvils? Fuck, I did that earlier. Fuck. Damn, they are cooking me on these missions. All these missions are just repeats, bro. But there's 6 more. How much time do I have to do the 23rd? In 3 days? No, in 5 days, actually. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm cooling it. Okay, what time is it? It is 10:14. Okay, we got a few more minutes until 11 o'clock. We're looking really close. What else can I do? What else can I do that I have not done today to push my account a little bit more? I mean, I guess I can kind of take inventory of who is level, how many characters. I think I counted before. It's like 42 or something like that, characters that are below level 80 who need to be pushed up to that. At 11, my JJK resets and I just hop into JJK. I was gonna say, I could turn on the JP version, but like, we all know damn well the Dead Man is not fucking doing that shit, bro. Okay. So as long as they're under level 80, that's what I really should be focusing on right now. That would probably be the simplest. I think one of the things that's keeping me, Tash, I think one of the things that's really keeping me from getting these characters to level 80, though, is the fact that, like, though they just require the basic demon materials, they still also do require, like, actual pendants. And that's why I'm kind of like, you got me kind of fucked up on that one. Hendrickson's an SSR, right? Or is he an SR? He's an SR. Hendrickson's dog shit. Try make one level 80 a day? Okay, you're right. We was talking about this shit step by step. Do y'all watch American Dad? Have you ever watched the episode of American Dad called My Morning Straight Jacket, where Stan Smith actually gets addicted to the band My Morning Jacket, and he goes on this whole fucking quest trying to meet the lead singer of the band, and then when he finally meets the lead singer of the band, this man tells that man, like, yo, I'm just a regular dude. He's like, I put my pants on one day at a time, and then this man literally has two fucking cherubims fly his fucking pants over, and this man does a perfect, like, backflip and puts one leg into his pants, and then he just, like, puts his other leg into the pants, and, like, walks away, and he's like, all right, bro, just to keep it breezy. I'm just like, yo, you are a fucking menace. All right, one level 80 at a time. Oh, damn, I'm low on books. I'm lacking. Actually, I can just exchange materials right here. No, it won't let me. I have to go, and I actually hate that outro. I actually hate the outro to that episode. Isn't it another My Morning Jacket song? I just logged into my JJK account, and I'm broke, boy. I can't front on you. I have no cubes on JJK. But my resources, yo, I can't front on you, bro. That's right. It's been a while since I made a JJK video the other day talking about how Chozo is probably going to be the character coming for the live stream that they're going to reveal. But I did not really do anything like showing off my account too much. Like I remember I hopped into my character box during that and kind of like showed some stuff. But like I didn't really, you know what? I can hop into JJK around like 10:45, like 15 minutes before daily reset, so we can actually go over my account and kind of see what the landscape of my account is looking like right now. But like, I will go ahead and tell y'all my account. Chat. My shit kind of cold for real. I'm not gonna lie, bro. How old is JJK? The anime or the game? The game is still literally not even a year old yet. It's always hard to tell when not the anime, but the series. When I say series, because if I say anime, that means specifically the anime. When did the anime start? If I say series, that means when did the manga start? Because let's say, for global, the global version of the game came out on November 7th. The Japanese version came out November 21st last year in 2024. The global version came out November 7th this year. Or no, I'm sorry, because this year's 2025. The global version was November 7th, 2020. I'm probably gonna have to finish my stream before I hop in. I broke my headphones. I can't use my headphones on my computer unless I'm holding the headphone cable, but I literally can't do that shit. So I can't talk to people in Discord. I was just talking about that at the start of the stream. I was like, I don't have to stop streaming because I broke my headphones. I can't talk to people during my streams because I broke my headphones. If I talk to people during my streams, it would be in my headphones, and nobody would be able to hear them, and then I would just sound fucking psychotic. So I can probably hop in your Discord and yap, but I would have to probably finish my stream first. But I don't know how long the stream is gonna go for real. Yeah, bro, that's when it's so fucking rough, bro. When you're doing the right things in life, you get high levels of resistance, because the high levels of resistance are like just your old life saying like, no, come back, right? And when I decided to start being more intentional about my content and start putting in more work and shit, I remember, I also dropped my fucking headphones and they fucking broke, and like I'm over here editing videos, and I'm over here like, now I just edit my videos out loud and shit, like, and I would play the games out loud, not have my audio out loud, but then all the fucking audio would literally play back into the fucking microphone, bro. It's a whole fucking fiasco. But also, the headphones are not a quick fix for me, because gaming headphones are cheap, yes, but gaming headphones are a fucking scam. What the fuck makes gaming headphones gaming headphones? Them shits don't boost your fucking frames. Do your headphones come with fucking target finder glasses? Then what the fuck is a gaming headset, bro? What the fuck is a gaming chair? What? How the fuck are components for your office setup gaming components, and they don't boost frames? They don't boost performance? They don't boost graphical fidelity? They don't boost none of that shit. Honestly, you're still ass to get, bro. I could turn on Call of Duty right now and still be dog shit. But I'm not in a gaming chair. I'm in my office chair though. High key, high key, high key. But like for real though, what makes a gaming chair is that shit will beat your fucking back in. Pause. That shit will beat your fucking back in, and then you won't be able to sit at your computer for too much longer. You're gonna need to go lay down because you're tired of playing games. You're tired of being uncomfortable playing video games. That's what makes it a fucking gaming chair, to get your ass off that fucking game, right? This ain't a gaming microphone. It's just a Razer microphone. But this shit more gaming than fucking because the people that I'm playing games with can hear me clearly. This is more gaming than the headphones. But I didn't have gaming headphones. I bought a gaming mouse and I'm still trash at Ultra Rumble. Like. Now a gaming mouse I can understand, because the gaming mouse, has higher limits for the DPI. It can make it literally have faster, more tactile fucking you're all across the fucking screen and shit, higher sensitivity, whatever the fuck. Like this legitimately is a gaming mouse, because quite literally, if I did not like how this mouse felt, I can always take, and I forgot that I even have this. I can literally always take out, oh wait, no. It's not this. That's where the USB receiver is. You can literally always take off the bottom. And by the way, I lost all of the weights from my mouse and did not know that until this moment right now when I was talking about my mouse. But I can literally take out all of the weights in my mouse and make my mouse glide across my fucking desktop even faster if I wanted to, or put the weights back in there to fit literally just how fast my hand moves. Like that is a gaming product. Okay, what is this? This is a Logitech G9 1510 keyless keyboard. This is a gaming keyboard because there's literally a gaming setting on it, and when you turn on the gaming setting, you can literally turn off certain keys that typically, if you press them by accident while playing a game, they would literally fucking like say for instance you accidentally press that, and then your Windows menu pops up, and then all of a sudden, like, say your game isn't one of those games that's like windowed full screen, it's like full screen, so then your game is just taken off, and you're just like fuck, right? That doesn't happen when you have this keyboard in game mode, because it deactivates those buttons while you're playing games. And literally all you gotta do is just press the game mode button again and it takes it off. You know what gaming really means when it's a fucking adjective on top of something? Gaming means it has fucking colors, bro. These motherfuckers tricked y'all into thinking that gaming means colors. I don't mean to give y'all that evil ass eye for real, but like, I'm just like, let's really like, that's not me looking at y'all for real. That's me looking at them for real, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. RGB colors, like, ooh, it has colors. Like, that shit not boosting your frames, bro. You still need a target finder, bro. Put the target finder on, bro. Quit playing with me, bro. Enough of my yaps. Evil eye is fucking crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I was just explaining to the chat that I was literally making a character who plays soccer. Like, that's his ability, like that's his fighting style in my anime. And I was like, yo, they did that shit perfect. They did that shit justice. Gigi was already a soccer player beforehand too, and the demon was like, I just want to play, and then he's just like, oh, this man plays soccer? Me too. Like, but I can't front of you, I really felt that, chat, because I really love Blue Lock, and like, I'm a soccer fanatic. I play soccer once a week. This motherfucker Diver Down in the chat can testify to that. This motherfucker knows me in real life. I play soccer once a week at fucking least. And we play 2 times a week sometimes when we're feeling brave, 3 times a week when we're feeling fucking psychotic. So, I get down on it, bro. Pause? Whoa. I get down on soccer, on the pitch. That's what I meant. Calm down. Because I do got them drop shots for real. Noob sidebot, teleporting and shit. Fuck. I can't front though, like, you just kind of like, soccer is just like kind of that thing where like you do one thing, you're like, yo, this is pretty fun. Then you try the next thing, you're like, yo, this is pretty funny. It just keeps building up like that. Like, I remember when we first got out there, I would just be the goalie. Everybody would hate that shit because like I would just come out there and I would just sit in the goal for like damn near the entire. What team do you support in soccer? I'm looking for my team right now. So pretty much I found this video a very long time ago. I very much love Japan and Japanese culture. I found this video, and the dude's not Japanese, he was Chinese, but I found this video a very long time ago talking about some dude named, I forgot his name, but he was like one of the greatest in the Chinese leagues. And this man literally got to play against Messi, and this man actually, he didn't put Messi in a, he didn't really put Messi in a bind. I feel like he pressed Messi a few times in the game, but like they told him to watch somebody else, and then like after that, he just had infinite stamina. This motherfucker could run forever. He like never would stop. He was like the tiniest dude too, but like he was a pit fighter, bro. He'd get in there, he'd get out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, he would yeah, he just get in that ass for real. To give you a character from Blue Lock that he's very similar to, he's like Raichi. This man Raichi can run forever. This man has infinite defense stat. His defense stat is like top spec, bro. And I read in the manga, like, so like Raichi's not a joke actually, but basically, I confused him for Han Sung Min, who is I'll pull up pictures for people now, because like when I started getting into soccer, I didn't know I was about to say characters. I didn't know players like name by name. I knew them by like teams. Honestly, I just didn't know them. But let's see. Arsenal's my team. I'm a gunner for life. Thierry Henry is our GOAT. I'm sure you know of him. So my homie Dion is actually like way more into like the intricacies of sports, and he looks like all the background information about the teams and shit. Or I'm into that kind of stuff too, but at the same time, I'm like I just kind of like, I'm there for the enjoyment of it. Like I'm not attached to any one team. I have a love for soccer in general because I go and play that shit every day. He doesn't go and play soccer every day, so he picks his specific teams and stuff. It's enjoyable for him to watch. But and also I'm pretty sure if like he doesn't live in the same city as me. I'm pretty sure if he did though, and I invited him to play soccer, he was nearby, he'd be like, "Motherfucker, yeah, I'm coming to play soccer." Like it's just fun, right? But me, him, and Diver Down actually all used to go play like tennis and like kickball. Oh my gosh, I remember that day we went to go play kickball at the park, and those fucking undesirables pulled up. But we smoked them. We smoked them in fucking kickball though. But literally, I just have a love for the sport, for the game for real. So it's like I'll watch any game except for women's soccer, bro. Oh my gosh, if they're not the toppest of tier teams, I'm just gonna be so disappointed by the match, bro. And that's not sexist. Like they just don't be locked. Every female's team that I've seen, bro, like they just don't be locked in for real. But one team that I enjoy watching, like the first team I tried was like Bournemouth, and I was like, damn, I need to go for a run later. I can't front of you. I didn't go to the gym this morning. I go to the gym at 2 a.m. chat. I didn't go to the gym at 2 a.m. this morning. I might go to the gym during the day. That's a very like. Last time I was doing legs and like it was overcrowded, but like I feel like there's a lot more chest machines at the gym I go to than legs. So like I feel like if I go during the day, like, I'll still be able to get a good like solid. Cause I just do chest and back, and I just do 3 workouts in each. Bro, my workouts are very minimal. Like bro, this man Slug hopped in the chat at the start of the stream and really said like, yo, you look, you're slimming down and shit for real. Like he's like, you really going hard, brother. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that. I really am slimming down for real. But it's like I don't even really go that crazy in the gym. Like I lift the reasonable amount of weight for like my strength level, yes, but I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm not trying to like crack out and hit like 500 pounds on the bench. Like I don't give a fuck. What? Have you ever met a motherfucker who stood back up after you punched him in the face with 300 pounds of force versus 500 pounds of force? Once you get to a certain level of like strength, it's just kind of like, unless you want to be a bodybuilder. But I can't front you, bro. Like I've watched. There's a fitness influencer I watch named Will Tennyson, and he literally did a he joined a bodybuilder competition, like all natural, no steroids, none of that shit. And I can't front you. That sounded like the most horrible experience. One of the most horrible, most mentally unhealthy experiences you can go through in your life. I'm just like, bro, what is the point of being that big? That shit's not even like. That shit not even attractive, bro. I can't front. At that point, you look kind of like that man Adam Smasher for real. Like. Hoes were not attracted to Adam Smasher. Hoes were scared of Adam Smasher, bro. Like, you're scaring the hoes, my boy. Like, put that shit away, man. Put on a shirt that fits, bro. Oh wait, none of them do anymore. Come on, dog. Come on. Dang, bro. Stop fucking it up, man. People don't know how to just do things in moderation. People don't know how to keep things at a good level, bro. People either don't go hard enough or they just ruin a good fucking thing. God damn it, bro. Man. But that's cool though. I feel you. My shit is more sustainable. Just trying to be more healthy and strong, and more healthy and strong and shredded. That's what I'm saying for real. Like my workout is so small, so simple, so infinitesimal. And honestly, I don't even have to go to the gym today. I really could just go back to the gym tomorrow at 2 a.m. because I typically go to the gym 6 times a week anyway, not 7 times a week. So like this could just be my break day right now instead of Sunday being my break day. Because let's see. I've already done, my split is legs and abs day 1, or Monday, because it's the same cycle every time. They never alternate or anything like that. I learned that if you go to the gym all 7 days of the week, your days are going to alternate really weird, and they're going to be staggered off by 1 day every week. So I go 6 days, and then you can keep it perfectly even. You hit the same body groups all the time. All right, cool. So, oh yeah, rest day is absolutely necessary. But my problem is, I go through my cycle of my split, and then I do another cycle on that, and then I do a rest day before the next week starts. I should start realistically doing 3 days rest, then 3 days, since the cycle is exactly the same, right? But what I do is, and this dude broke it down in the video, and like obviously everybody's reasons for their splits. Holy shit, I just thought about it. Nurse Man needs my split because that man was in Lord Slug's chat yesterday, and he's the one who said he started going to the gym for real. And he was like, and I was like, let me start getting back in the gym. Let me start cracking back at the gym for real. But basically, my split is legs and abs on day one because I've found that everybody, they call it the bro split. Everybody usually does chest, triceps, shoulders day on Monday, then fucking back, biceps on the next day, and then they do legs the third day. And honestly, sometimes they're not even working legs in. Sometimes legs is just not added into the schedule, or they do legs on the day they do back and biceps. But because they went so hard on back and biceps, I'm not even holding my microphone like Barnes Bailey. Hold on. Because they already did back and biceps and they're already cooked, they're not even thinking about doing legs. So then sometimes people will sell themselves short and they won't do leg day. And honestly, the legs are the strongest muscle group in your body because you literally walk on them every day. So it would be most beneficial for you to make them even stronger because walking becomes a lot easier. That's like literally, you don't have to think about all these crazy reasons. You don't have to have the fucking calves and oh my gosh. Have any of you motherfuckers seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Have any of you seen Thus Spoke Rohan? You don't have to be that motherfucker who got possessed by Hermes and this motherfucker had wings in his fucking calves. Like, no, you don't have to look like that, bro. You don't have to have fucking Autobot fucking, your legs don't have to look like a fucking Autobot. They don't have to be that shredded, bro. You don't have to be a fucking machine, bro. It's okay. But as long as you accept the body composition you have, that is all that truly matters. Because when you accept the body composition that you have, you're like, damn, I'm good now. And like literally subconsciously you won't even think about it. You'll just make yourself better for real. You just be like, damn, like it's cool. And like I said, bro, the hardest thing about the gym is consistency. But everybody mistakes consistency for like, I go every day in the week, every time. And then like, I do it again the next week. And then I do it again the next week. And then I do it again the next week. That is consistent, yes. But people think that that's the only way of consistency. What consistency really fucking looks like is, the last time I took a break from the gym was 3 months, but this time I took a break from the gym from 2 weeks and I'm already back in it. That is more consistent than last time because you are doing it more times in the same period of time that you would have usually been slacking on it. So consistency is a bit more nuanced than people think. Consistency isn't going every single day. When you try to push yourself to the absolute extremes from the start, that's when you burn yourself out way too quick. When you try to jump onto the top of the mountain from the base of the mountain, that just doesn't work, bro. But have you ever thought about the fact of if you improve by 0.5% every day versus improving by 50% every day versus 100% every day versus 1,000,000% every day, what does it fucking matter if you still grew in that day? People think that victory is determined by the result. Victory is determined by your sensations during the act. If you feel accomplished in the act, then you are victorious. You have one already. Remember that, chat. All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and after I use the bathroom, that will perfectly line me up for getting into some JJK. But we're gonna put something on auto battle on. What food do I need? I still got a few affinities to work on in this. Nah, there used to be a dude who used to come and watch my streams named Fetty Dose. That was a trill dude, man. And that dude, that man was like my spirit animal for real. Like, bro, that man, he was older than me, but like I feel like he had a wife, maybe a girlfriend at least. I don't know. This man used to like smoke that weed for real. This man used to have a crazy van collection. This man's account was like cracked as fuck. He used to have all the strats. I think so. Tash, if you are looking for a side game, JJK is going to perfectly segment into that for you. My before bathroom break delegations here. If you are looking to get into a side gotcha game that is going to be very low effort for you to get into, and like JJK is one of those games that like when you're done playing for the day, and it's like very easy to just turn it off. Like it's fun, yes, but at the same time, the reason why, so Imato earlier was saying how like, can't you overcap your stamina in JJK? You can, but the problem is that the only ways you can fill up your stamina are not like the AP potions in JJK or in Grand Cross, or it is like that, but you cannot go to a shop and just buy them for characters that you summoned extra copies of, right? Like in Grand Cross, it is piss easy to do that because it's just rare characters that you have to trade for it. That is nothing to anybody ever. But when you come to JJK, you have to either spend money for the AP packs, or it has to be like some special celebration where they give them out, and I'll be fair, JJK is actually I won't say free to play friendly, but I won't say it's absolutely fucking hopeless. You can get blessed on the RNG. You can farm up tickets for free. You can get what you need, and if you are smart about the characters you're picking up, it can be a fun experience. It can be not too hard of an experience for you. But at the same time, I want to promote this idea to you. JJK as of right now is in a status where the game is still kind of like getting its feet wet, still trying to figure out exactly where it's going. And honestly, when the Japanese version of it dropped, they did not expect to do a global version, and then the game got so popular that like halfway through, I think they were like, all right, cool, I guess we are doing a global version. Who cares? We just have the demand for it. So then, wow, they just dropped dead from a passive effect. Anyway, they did the global version, and it was very obvious to tell from the start that the global version was trying to catch up to the Japanese version. So now we're in this weird state that's kind of like limbo, where the Japanese version doesn't get advanced as fast as you think it would, and the global version advanced way faster than you think it would. But it's all in an effort to make both of the games sync. Realistically, JJK just had, the JP version just had his 1.5 anniversary. The global version had its 0.5 anniversary 2 months ago, and we're about to be at that 9-month mark. So what my speculation is, because the 1.5 anniversary that JP just got, we're literally about to get it next month. What my speculation is because they said the games are going to sync after the JP second anniversary / after the global first anniversary, which will be at the same time, literally. Because like I was saying earlier, JJK JP dropped November 21st, 2023. JJK global dropped November 7th, 2024. So they're basically a year apart. But I truly believe that the 2-year anniversary for JP and the 1-year anniversary for global are going to be exactly the same. And then afterwards, they're just going to work to fill in the gaps for everything that's missing on both versions. You just be kind of like matching them up to each other, right? Going back and forth between the two versions until everything matches up. Because you got to think about the fact. So, Tash, they just introduced a hidden potential system, kind of like Dokkan. I don't know if you've ever played Dokkan. You say you play many gachas, but they just released a hidden potential system. But the hidden potential system right now is very limited. But that's also because like JJK is still like a side game. Once the two versions of the games are synced up and they're just working on one game, essentially, I think that's whenever they will kind of take it out of side game territory, and they will actually make it like a more, intense, like I can actually get into this and really play it for a lot longer in the day. But like I've definitely played JJK for very long periods of times before, but you got to be very smart about how you like spread out your stamina. That's the one thing I would say. Dokkan is, I'm just over Dokkan at this fucking point. The latest celebration that's going on, which should be one of the biggest celebrations that they've ever had, because it's like in the 10th anniversary year and it's the first time they've ever done a celebration like this. I literally have deleted it 3 times during this fucking celebration because I just do not give a fucking shit. And the 3rd time that I deleted it, I just not re-downloaded it because honestly they can kiss my dick and balls. I'm over Dokkan, bro. I'm over Dragon Ball Z. I'm over Bandai. Pretending that everybody who plays the game, bro, like, nah, I want an easy daily grind. JJK is that. JJK is that. Are you gonna get every character that you're looking for? I truly do think that they're gonna make acquiring characters much easier in the future. Easy and rewarding side game. It's weird. JJK is easy, but it's like, once you know what to, it's weird. And this sounds, how do I say? Sometimes the game can be complicated, how you have to figure out the fights, but like once you figure it out, you're like, wow, that was simple. Like once you figure something out, you can turn that shit into a four turn experience. But other things, if you're missing characters, there's always a way out, I think, in JJK though. But let me go take my bathroom break. I really gotta get this one out for real, chat. I'll be right back. We're just gonna let this rock. I will just move my chair out of the way and y'all can like, I have literally, what's playing in the background is literally just another live stream of me. What am I playing right now? I'm literally playing JJK. Wow. I'm playing JJK Phantom Parade right now and I literally have walked away in the live stream. Oh, this is when Domain Expansion Gojo drops. So these are my nutty ass Gojo summons where I got him A5. I'll be back. Oh wait. I'm in my boxers, chat. I'll be honest. So I'm gonna just cover up my camera. Okay, chat. Whew. A battle against Dead Man's Demons. Finally finished. Let's see. JJK is pretty fun once you get used to it. Absolutely facts. Let's see. So would you suggest I pick it up even as a free-to-play? I mean, I would. And then Black Cat, my goat, how you doing? We're going to go ahead and switch over to JJK, though, because, like I said, 10:45. It's 10:47. But I also remember where we were talking about in soccer. One team that I watched recently, PSG is really fucking good. I'm more of a guy who like kind of keeps an eye on individual players, and now but like PSG is really good. Oh, dude, Doku on Manchester City. Doku's cracked as shit. Holland's cracked too, but like I feel like Holland. I feel like sometimes Holland needs help setting up his goals, and I feel like Doku is a very. I have a lot more respect for people. I don't know. It's weird. I have equal respect for people who are good at setting up goals, and also people who can go and get a goal no matter how like grim the situation is looking. I have both respect for them equally, but for different reasons, type of deal. Now I need to actually turn on some music because I had to keep this muted because JJK like to play them little fucking games with their copyrights. Let's see, my music player is right here. But yeah, Doku is fire. Dembele is fire. Doku's on Manchester City. Dembele is on PSG, I believe. Dude, nah, I can't front. And PSG is like, it feels like PSG is just a bunch of fucking superstars. Like I watched the game and I was like, how loud is this? It's not that loud. Let's see, I can turn it up a bit. No, it's there. Maybe right there a bit. But yeah, like PSG just had a bunch of superstars on it, I feel like, and they were pretty good. I enjoyed watching them a lot. I like looking at Bundesliga. I like looking at the German teams. But I don't have the platform that I have is called Peacock, and that you can only watch Premier League. You can't really watch Bundesliga or like La Liga or anything like that. But I feel like Premier League and like Bundesliga are probably the most interesting. But still, I just would like to be able to access more different leagues of soccer in general. Because like whenever it gets around to like the cups and everything, it's just a bunch of different leagues like intermingling together and everything. But here we are on my JJK account. Let's take a look. So I would say JJK is pretty easy, and it is relatively free-to-play friendly, especially on the global version, because they like, bro, you see stuff like this, yeah, but like, you don't have to like buy this. Like I used to buy this every time it came up, and then I just kind of stopped doing it, and it's just like I'm not really feeling any more. Like I'm not feeling any less good about the game just because I stopped buying this. Like JJK is one of those kind of games where like literally you spend as much money as you feel like, and like whenever you feel like stopping, you stop spending as much money as you feel like. That's just how it works. Let's also switch the live stream thumb and also the information for the live stream. Hello chat, y'all still alive in there? All the dead man did was go to the bathroom and fight his demons for a little bit, but we back though. Control room. Edit. Let's see. I'll just put like Highjo is almost here because they're already teasing it on. I'll just put that Highjo is almost here for my live stream thumb, I guess, because they are literally talking about. They're already talking about this man on Twitter giving us free tickets and commemoration and all this shit. I mean, almost here is relative, you know. Like almost here when he's almost here in a month is a lot better than is a lot better than saying almost here and he's here in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally next month. And I'll be honest with you, they might even start a celebration this month leading into next month. For real, we're already halfway through the month, bro. Like we're basically at Highjo already, bro. And I have no cubes for him or Anonymous. Which is absolutely insane, but it is what it is. I don't give a shit. I believe in the universe blesses us mighty as warriors, and I am quite the mighty Gotcha Game Whisperer. If y'all have not seen my heyday, my lineage, my course, my history, oh dude, that fucks me up every fucking time, dude. I gotta watch my mouth. That really did just piss me off. I forgot every time you live stream, YouTube basically just doesn't. Even though I set and put the game name in my stream information before I go live, YouTube literally will not put the game like in the information. I'm like, bro, Y'all are selling the hell out of me, bro. I've been playing Seven Deadly Sins for how long is this stream even right now? I don't even know how long I've been live. What the heck? I've been playing Seven Deadly Sins for 3 hours and like it just didn't even say Seven Deadly Sins, bro. Like YouTube just be scamming, bro. Okay. Oh, and then the thumbnail. Change it. I know I just got like a straight up JJK thumbnail in here somewhere. Let's see. That one's JJK, but that one's older. That one's older. That one's a little newer. Maybe I'll just do this one. I definitely need to make some newer live stream thumbs. Some of my live stream thumbs were specifically for like celebrations and stuff, so I don't necessarily like to use those because like it's not that anniversary time anymore. But I mean, I guess that really doesn't matter considering that I just had the Grand Cross stream literally sitting there with the Escanor thumbnail on it. But guys, a little bit of tour. Yo, VV, what's good with you, my boy? Little bit of a tour over my account of JJK because you guys haven't really seen it in a long time. I literally said after I got Shoko I would stop summoning for characters. That was just not true, I guess. I don't fucking know. But I got Shoko, and then I saved up 3,000 cubes, and then I did a video talking about how Gojo was coming soon, and then I felt kind of hopeless, I guess. I just did a summon on my mind just cause. But also my summon put me to 20 points, which allowed me to transfer out my pity stuff. But also VV, how are you doing, bro? I hope you're doing excellent, my man. But basically, we have the wall of Gojo here because Gojo is the next character that I am looking for, and I believe in my binding vows. I believe in my little rituals. I like to make sure that I am well prepared. So I got Gojo all right here. I have, young Gojo here. Literally at the Highjo's coming out next month. But I have Gojo right here, and then they literally dropped a Twitter thing giving us a free SSR like ticket, and then they were just like, Highjo is coming soon, or Awakened Gojo is coming soon, and I'm just like, yo, you're wild. I'm good, bro, just chilling. Thanks for asking. Of course, bro, always, my man. But we got Highjo right here, or not Highjo. We got Teen Gojo right here, and then literally this scene right here is from the beginning of the premature death arc where him and Gato are walking up and calling what's her name, Utahime weak and all that shit, blah 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 blah. And also, just to get rid of this little exclamation, I'm gonna go ahead and just check this out. I forgot I actually did get the other version of Mekamaru. Yep, that was what it was. All right, cool. Then if we literally come over to my title, by the way, I am still definitely Title Hunter Deadman 100%. Some new titles that I have gotten since you guys have last been here is I have finally gotten the title for Dispatch Master, which is doing 1,000 dispatches. Oh yeah, I also have the self-quote, I alone am the honor one. Obviously Gojo support, obviously Gojo picture here, obviously Gojo title, and honestly, just the fucking truth. I mean, damn, look at Deadman. Is this not true? I mean, anyway, I got, let's see, what is this one? This one is for getting 1,000 titles. No, 50 titles. So yeah, actually, that one became recent. No. Jujutsu Mania is definitely recent. Yuji getting to level 60 in the character growth system is definitely recent. Gojo's been like that for a little while. A few Mekamaru I built up a little bit just because, they added in those missions now where when you work on a character, you get extra cubes for getting a character to a certain combat class. So I did work on them. I have not pushed Shoko too hard just yet because there's no content that requires me to use her just yet. Jogo is lacking hard, but he's one of the ones I got to push pretty soon here because of the way that I farm. Curse Sweet Battle, but I'll go over that in a little bit. Never missing a beat with any of the event, pages. Every single event that comes out, I farm it up as fast as I can. As soon as I'm done with it, I'm done with it. But also, I have all the secret titles, of course. They haven't added any new secret titles in it at all yet. I literally do not own Toji, which really hurts. But I don't own Toji. I'm still missing the SSR Saki and the SSR Kaito. You know what? This is a bad screen to talk about the roster of characters that I'm missing because this doesn't really. Because I'm the one who has to remember all the extra versions of them that I'm missing and everything. But still, yes, we are looking good on titles. Then we come back here. I guess we can look at like my progress as well. Okay. Okay. It could have just actually brought me to the screen. I have 63 characters, 150 recollection bits, 297 cleared stages, 86 titles obtained. I'm actually level 86 too, ironically enough. And then also I am at character rank 1029. Also, we need to go take a look at character rank for sure. MMA lurk. I'm gonna lurk and watch you grind and see if I would get into JJK. Yeah, absolutely, perfect. Yeah, that's fine, bro. They have a game mode called Illusory Tower. I beat all the Illusory Tower floors as soon as I can, as soon as they come out. I'm shameless. I will look up a video. I do not give a fuck. It's just cubes. It is cubes. It is materials, and it is time. What is most important to me is my time. So if it's gonna be a waste of time for me to be prideful and try to beat something on my own without guessing around, I'm just like, okay. But if I know, shout out to the homie Rain, bro. That man really be going hard for real on all the content. Some new content comes out. This man breathes a breath and it's done. But like, I'm like, bro, I'm not so big headed that I don't know how to just say like, all right, bro, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just watch the video. I don't care. This right here, the Rain is the GOAT. This right here is what I was talking about with the little, the little thing where you can switch out between characters and any character that's worked on from a certain point. It's not every character in the game, but like any character that's worked on in this list right here, like my Gato was already worked on. So like when he got added into the list, like I automatically claimed all these rewards. But it's just like, that's another kind of like incentivization to get you to get more characters. Illusory Tower, I mean, I'll go to the actual game mode and explain that a little bit more, but I've beaten all the Illusory Tower. We're just waiting for more floors. We're waiting for floors 61 through 80, which I'm pretty sure is going to come with Highjo as well. So that's going to be a very big influx of content. And it's going to be very hard to do as well. Grand Exorcism Battle is, I mean, it's whatever. These are just events that come out weekly for real. That doesn't really matter that much. There's nothing too special. Imaginary Realm, another event that comes out, maybe not weekly, but bi-weekly. Still, again, just not anything really too important. The real thing that y'all want to see are my characters. But yeah, let's go to characters. So, like I said, I have 63 characters. I have quite a few characters with a Phantom Seal on them. Some of them, I won't say that I regret, but some of them just aren't as efficient as I thought they would be. Like Yuta, I gave the Phantom Seal because Yuta just fell off really fast, and he just needed as much help as possible as soon as possible. So he was the first character I E5'd. I literally chased dupes, not dupes on the banner, but like just like dupes from the crystals that you can farm, the general crystals. I chased dupes and everything, and finally got him up to the level that I wanted him to be at. And he's there. He's there. Really, I prefer using like somebody like Red Yuji or Red Nobara. And honestly, when I finally get my hands on Toji, that'll be great. Sukuna, what do we need to say anything? My fucking GOAT, bro. Look at this man. All right, cool. Enough talk about Sukuna. Now let me stop. All skills level 10. I guess I can actually flip through each one of the characters and show you. I'm a bit fanatical. All skills level 10. Gojo was actually my first 5-star. I'm sorry. Yuta was my first limited 5-star. That's what it was. Have not worked on Gojo's SP at all yet. You'll see why in a second. Highjo, not Highjo. Dang, I keep calling him Highjo now just because the young Gojo that's gonna come. Goodness. Young Gojo here. Again, all level 10 skills. Gojos really carry your accounts, bro. So like whenever I get a Gojo, I push for the level 10 skills automatically. All level 10 skills on Gojo. All level 10 skills on this Gojo. He is fully SP'd already. I hop in some missions. My Gojo's HP is like 81k. I'm a little sick to my stomach sometimes. Mahito 150, no SP at all. All level 8 skills. Sukuna, all level 10 skills, of course. 12 SP. Yuta, level 10 all across the board. All SP. Yuji, like I'm not gonna go through every single. I'm not gonna say it for every single character, but I can go through a lot of them, and just kind of like show you guys while I talk a little bit. But I believe in I'm a collector truly to its core, and I believe in maxing out characters to the fullest and getting all the highest spec shit that you can get. One thing that I really do love about JJK, yes, I am the kind of crazy that also SP buffs rare and SR characters 100% and maintains their level to the max level. Yes, I am psychotic. But you kind of find a staple group of characters that you use, and like if you have an account, if you're blessed with an account, typically your use case for characters is the same as like a bunch of other players. If you are not blessed on your account and you are missing a few characters, then some of your use cases are going to be a little bit odd and in between sometimes, right? But nonetheless, I still feel like you can make whatever work whatever, as long as you get, you know, what you need. And it's like there's just a lot of different options for a lot of different things. I feel like it feels very it sounds very like vague what I'm saying, but like it's not vague. It's just that simple. It's just like some characters just work everywhere, some characters just don't, and like if you don't have those characters that don't work everywhere, your gameplay experience is that much more complicated. But like the complication of the game, how easy the game is attached, how easy the game is determined by how many of the essential characters you can pick up. But like not all the essential characters are just like SSRs and everything. Like literally, this man's an essential character. He's just an SR. This man down here, who's in a game original character, he's an essential character, and he's just a rare. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's just a lot of different ways that you can take your account. You said you wanted to see kind of like the daily grind. Now that the daily reset has happened, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna take a look at our daily tickets, our daily missions. The daily missions are super duper simple, and honestly, you don't even have to do all of them every day. And what I mean by that is, if you come right here. Also, let me see. So there is no. Sometimes there's a mission for checking the Discord server to see if the new information that they released. But that mission comes like once a week. It's not here right now because I already did it. Let's see. It gives you like 100 cubes. Nope. Nope. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yep. Go to the official Discord server to connect with players from around the world. Join every like once a week. You can crack that shit right there. Literally, you don't even have to. You press attempt. That shit opens Discord. You just force close Discord before you even get into Discord and just come back to the game and accept your reward. All right, cool. Daily missions. Log in. Domain investigation is it's Friday. This is actually the perfect time to talk about domain investigation. Domain investigation is just like an extra game mode that gets you materials that you absolutely need to work on your characters, like skills and just extra materials you need to awaken your characters as well. Dispatch is just kind of like a idle game mode that you set up and then you just kind of like go on about your business. It's literally the same thing as like patrols on Grand Cross. Level up a character. I have a little cheesy strat for that. And then use 400 stamina a day. But like I said, the game caps you out at 200 stamina, so pretty much you would have to use your 200 stamina and then come back and micromanage until you get to the next 200 and then use it again. But quite literally, this right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions right here. So you can do 5 of these missions and still get this mission right here, which gets you your cubes. Essentially, even though it's only 30 cubes a day, you want to make sure you're doing the AP mission all the time and just completing this all the time, and that's kind of like the breakdown on the daily missions. Then your normal missions are just like those very like long-term missions that start to get into really high numbers whenever you really start to get into the nitty-gritty of it. But you can see here, I've completed 1,689 missions out of 1,755. So if you grind like you're at the end of time, bars, you will get those missions done. You will cook up on that shit. It just be like that. And then you can see there is also event missions. All of your event missions are like kind of like in this tab down here. All of these missions are going on at the same time, or they're not going on at the same time. These 2 missions are from last week, but their reward shop is still open in case you still have medals from them. Then these 2 events are actually just currently open right now. You can tell because this says claimable time at the bottom and these say event time at the bottom. So this one I've already claimed all of the rewards from, so I have no need to do this one or all of the useful rewards. You can always go back in and like I'll show you what I mean. So if you go to the shop here, you can see I can keep buying more experience and recollection bit experience and JP, which are all basic materials to work on your characters. But it is just highly inefficient because, let me move up a little closer, highly inefficient because the amount of stamina that you would spend farming this out just doesn't compare to the amount of stamina that you could just save farming on the weekend for double drops. So that's one of the things that's a very big difference in between the global and JP version, my man. The JP version gets double drops on, so the campaign that's going on is double drops on all the basic materials you need for leveling your characters and recollection bits and stuff. Double drops on the objects you need to awaken the characters. And then there's even, you can see it right here as well. Then also, there are double drops on this game mode right here called Domain Investigation, which I was talking about. I was already inside of Domain Investigation. I'm gonna finish this run right here and then show you how Domain Investigation really works. But you can actually just auto battle all of Domain Investigation now if you've beaten it one time. So it is a very, very easy thing to do, and it just gives you these materials right here, which one give you access to upgrading your skills. You can see I have 15,000 of them, and then this right here too gives you medals for the investigation medal shop. And if you go to the shop right here, or I'm sorry, that's dispatch, but honestly I can go ahead and set up my dispatch. Once you set up your dispatch for the first time, you literally just keep coming back here and just press dispatch again. Whenever your dispatch finishes, you get rewards for each one of the dispatches, but also there is a chance that an extra reward pops up, right? And then there's also a chance that an extra battle, an extra cursed spirit randomly will pop up, an extra battle will pop up, and it costs no stamina to do that fight, so just a little extra way you can cheese a little bit of experience, because it does give you experience. I've actually had sometimes where I'm very close to leveling up and I don't have any experience left over to actually do anything to get, because the way XP is in this game is, if you do a mission and it costs you 5 stamina, then you get 5 experience from that mission, and that's kind of how it works. But it gets really daunting when you get up to like the hundreds, or get up closer to 100 for the levels, because literally you can see right now at level 86 to get to level 87, I'm actually super duper close to level 87, but that means I still need to spend. You see how close I am, bro? Take a wild guess how much stamina I need, chat, to level up to level 87 before I click and show you how much stamina I need. Take a wild guess. The bar is looking really small for the rest, and I'll accept my little rewards over here while you guys take your wild guess. But take a wild guess how much more stamina, if the stamina that I love me an auto battle, of course. If the stamina that I need is 1-to-1 for the stamina I'm using versus experience, how much experience do you think I need right there to level up, chat? Tell me. I just want to see what everybody's answers are, to see how much crazier this is than people's expectations. I don't know. Let's grab this. Grab this. Grab this. This. I can tell everybody in chat hates school because this is basically interactive class right now and nobody answered my question. It's okay. Is Eno going to release then Highjo? Yeah, we should still be getting Eno first and then Highjo. But I need 1,395 more stamina used to get to the next rank, which means I need to literally use that much stamina, like in that much more stages. So if I do even if I did a stage that cost me 10 stamina, I would still have to pretty much do it 140 times. You cut that in half, I had to do a stage that cost 5 stamina 280 times. So you can see leveling up in this game can be quite the daunting task sometimes. You do also have some idle things over here that build up stamina or extra resources for you while you are not looking at them. Okay, my man said 1,900. What did I just? 1,395. So for that little ass bit right there, like at the beginning of the XP bar, I'm pretty sure it was like 10,000 or something like that. But it is what it is. Leveling up actually does give you benefit. You can see right here, bonus of next rank, 2nd years at Sato Zakura, and then fully fleshed curse. Basically, these are different tags that different characters are kind of like named under or classified under, and every time you level up, you get a different buff to a different group of characters. So leveling up in itself just makes your characters that much stronger because it gives them extra HP, physical technique, and curse technique, which is physical and curse technique is, it's kind of like attack and pierce in Grand Cross, except for them being like except for pierce being like a subset of like attack, a different style of attack. It's like a inverse to attack, because defense is not a stat in this game. That is one thing that you have to wrap your head around. Defense not being a stat is stupid as shit. But like, for instance, first years at Tokyo Jujutsu High, so like everybody right here is getting an extra 1,320 to their HP when I go into fights, you know, an extra 396. Works very similarly to box CC, but also there's another thing that boosts your characters. This is another reason why I like JJK so much, because yes, it is a side game, but also it has very subtle mechanics that are kind of like Grand Cross. Overall character rank is this thing where you do little missions with your characters and you boost their ranks individually, and their ranks individually add up to like the overall rank. And the more that you boost the overall rank, the more stats you get for your characters overall. So if I actually go to a character, and I won't go to Yuji because Yuji doesn't have a curse technique stat, we'll go to somebody like Nobara. Or actually, no, I'll go to Gojo, because Gojo is probably like my other highest character. It's definitely my other highest character besides Yuji in character rank. So if you look right here, character bonuses. You can see right here, the total bonus that he is getting all together from all of the grinding I have done in the game is an extra 6,000 HP when he goes into battles, an extra nearly 2,000 extra physical technique when he goes into battles, and nearly an extra 2,000 curse technique when he goes into battle. Which, you know, you look at all these things separately, individually, where they are, and it doesn't seem like that much. But then you come in here and you look at it, and you're like, yo, this is crazy, right? The way that this works is he gets extra bonuses off of his character rank. Every level and character rank that he gets up to gives him extra, you know, just stats in general. So right now, altogether from that, since he's character rank 64, he's getting this much altogether from this section. Then you come and look at the total grade. So total grade is like, I have 4 different Gojos in my account, and all of those Gojos are grade 15. So my total grade is grade 60. So every time you go up 4 grades, you won. Yeah. 4 grades up until 16, then you got to go up 6 grades per. But like every time you go up a certain number of grades, they literally give you free cubes and literally just give you extra stats on top of that as well. So boom, more stats right here. Then you literally get extra stats from skins, and then also just again that overall character bonus, adding that extra little touch to everybody else. Literally without that extra character bonus, that's the difference in between this being a number that's 5,000 versus, you know, 6,000, right? But yes, there is they put a lot of thought into you actually like grinding these characters up, and it's like, even though JJK it plays like a side game, it is still nonetheless a game where you can very much get lost in the grind, get you know, really get deep into it, man. And I really do love playing. So there's also a game mode called Curse Sweep Battle, and Curse Sweep Battle essentially is hidden potential like Dokkan, but it doesn't work exactly the same. Yeah, every little thing matters. I love it, dude. It's kind of like how in Grand Cross, you know, cosmetics can carry over to another character. But if it's like a certain, I think JJK is a little bit better in that regard, where like if it's a different version of a character, then they can't necessarily share the same cosmetic, but they can share the same gear. Everything in JJK is more like gear, right? Because you have this Mechamaru right here. And of course, this Mechamaru right here is obviously sharing stats with this Mechamaru right here. But then also, both of these Mechamarus are also sharing stats with Kokichi Kimuta, who is what Mechamaru actually is. But you know, if this is like Grand Cross or something, this man would not be able to share everything that the other Mechamarus have, just because quite literally this is human form Mechamaru. He literally have a different title that says like human form, and the other one would have or honestly they just have a completely different name, but they're the same character though, so it still carries over, it still works. And that's one of the things that I really, really do like about JJK, because in Grand Cross, you know for certain Netmarble would have been like, okay, this Gojo and this Gojo can be the same because they're both adult Gojo. But once he becomes young Gojo, they don't share cosmetics anymore. And once he becomes, once he's domain Gojo, that's different too. Like, no, all of them still share stats. All of it still works. It's perfectly fine. The only thing that they do not share is the stats from the costume, but that is because literally this one is wearing the costume specifically. So it makes sense. It all just makes sense. It all just works together, fits together perfectly, all seamless experience. But I do push to get my characters to the max level and make sure I keep my characters maxed out. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 4 is 24, minus 1 is 23. I have 23 different characters, all at like the max level, max grade, everything. Actually, I have more characters at the max grade. Experience just takes a lot in this game. And to give you perspective, this is the cheat code that I was talking about earlier, chat, when I was talking about leveling up characters for that daily mission. You don't have to fall into that trap of leveling up a character, and spending 10,000 experience if it's not a character you're planning on using anytime soon. And literally, like I said, floors 61 through 80 are coming pretty soon, and I know that I'm going to need, Blue Nimaki, Yellow Shoko, and all things of that nature pretty soon. But at the end of the day, I don't need them right now. So rather, what I'm going to do to complete that mission for leveling up a character every day is I'm going to come back down here to all these characters who I have starred because they could possibly get an SP buff or a hidden potential buff at some point in the future, right? Since they could possibly get a hidden potential buff some point in the future and they could be good, I just kind of look at the character who is the lowest out of all of my start off units, and I literally just grab them and I just press level up. And what do we say? We said that leveling a character who's in the hundreds cost you like 100 or 10,000 experience. Yeah, that's a lot when I only have 31k. So rather, why would I not just find a character who's like level 7, level 8, and then literally just use 9 experience instead. Yeah, makes a lot more sense. Boom, daily mission done. Easy peasy. You just gotta be a little bit smarter about how you're grinding. That's all it is. Let's see. Crazy don't have to be the same name character to share gear and stuff. That's what I'm saying. And there's no gear in the game. And people might think that that's really simple. People might not like that, but like it keeps the gameplay, it keeps the flow very. It makes it truly a side game. It makes it a much easier game for you to pick up. Like they understood the mission. The mission is that a lot of gacha games nowadays are really highly intensive and they try to do a lot and they're more like RPGs than anything, and they honestly deserve to have a console port at this point, right? But JJK Fans of Parade understood the mission. They said, yo, we're going to keep this to a side game. We're going to keep it super chill. We're just going to let you grind as much as you want to grind. And, like, honestly, bro, we're not going to make you work too hard for it. Like, there are some things you can work hard. There are some harder contents in the game, and it feels really good when you beat those contents. But you can also avoid those contents altogether if you just want to be casual and chill on the side. You might not get a lot of characters. But, honestly, I feel like being casual is still doing, like, story events. Because these story events are out for at least a week, if not more days. Like, bro, this event is still out for 9 more days, and this event's already been out for like a while. So it's just like you have 9 more days to do this, and it's already been out for nearly a week at least. It's been out since Wednesday. That's what it is. So it's been out for like 3 days already. So events come out for like 12 days and whatnot. Ari, what's good? We literally, but yeah, you can be chill on this game if you want to, bro. I still think it's worth a download if you want to give it a shot. I'd say so. But if you're not feeling it, it's cool. We are going to. Do I want to do domain investigation first, or do I want to do the story event? I'm gonna go ahead and just accept my stamina from here. And by the way, chat, this right here can stack in not chat or Tash. I mean chat too. This right now can stack up to 720 stamina for you. So that stamina cap problem I'm talking about, it is a problem for sure. But you can kind of get around it by what was that? You can kind of get around it by like doing things like So precisely, it takes 3 days for this stamina to fill up to the max degree. Because it does 10 an hour, so you need 72 hours for the maximum amount. The longer you let it sit, the more that it accumulates, of course, obviously. What you do is, on Tuesday, you take your stamina as soon as daily reset happens, and then you let this sit all the way up until Friday at daily reset. And since you took your stamina right at daily reset on Tuesday, at daily reset on Friday, as soon as you take it, you literally get what am I trying to say? I'm so sorry. You literally just get 720 stamina right there, and you can rip into whatever double drop dungeons you got, or whatever you need to farm for the day. Like, you can just go 700 stamina deep into it. So that's kind of how you get around the stamina cap. And like I said, you can get AP packs, but in my opinion, they're far and few between. Anything besides that to refill your stamina is going to cost you cubes, which is certainly not worth it. Cost you 80 cubes for the first 3 times, and it always recovers 100 stamina. But it costs you 80 cubes. I'm sorry, chat. I have the hiccups, and I just need to control this for a second. But dude, when you consider the fact that summoning on this game is, I'll have a think the art looks good, looks dope too. It looks chill enough that it might be a good side game. That's what I'm saying. There's really some, like, I was playing this game day in, day out. Like, bro, I had a nice little push on YouTube with this game, but at the end of the day, bro, like, it is what it is, and it is a side game, and that's cool. That's perfectly fine. We got other things to occupy our time with. Gacha games are not the most important thing in the world. So it's just like, how wrong is it that this is a side game? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Honestly, it's more beneficial. They honestly are quite generous because, yes, they do want your time and your money, but they also have still constructed their game in a way that you can easily break away from it at the moment that you need to and take back your time if you want to and go earn some money if you want to. So it's really not that bad. Plus, especially, there are other gacha games that have been around for ages that people are still attached to that they can still play. So it'd be like that. And literally, if you download right now, they literally have a login campaign where you can do 100 free summons. I've already done all 100 of my summons, so I can't really do my free summons anymore because I did them all. But it's a login event, so you're not gonna get all of them as soon as you log in. You gotta log in for like over the course of like 7 days or something like that. But you'll get them all. And also, another thing that's really nice is they are really good about layering all these things on top of each other. So all this stuff I'm talking about, and how I'm talking about how hard it is to like get your stamina, blah blah blah. Right? Every time Imaginary Realm is out, as you are using stamina, your stamina that you use you proportionally get these little red things right here. And these red things are literally a stamina specific to this game mode. And once you beat this game mode and get all of your medals here, you can literally buy out this entire shop. And this shop gives you more experience and rec bits and, you know, this and free pages and free skill upgrade materials and free phantom medals. By the way, Tash, there is certainly a system where you can get free-to-play characters. It is like the Phantom Metal Shop, and they're actually about to release a new Phantom Metal Shop character in the JP version of the game, which should be coming to the global version probably like a month or two later, to be real. Like, global gets stuff bleedingly fast, extremely fast, insanely fast is how fast global gets stuff. But if we come over to the exchange shop over here, you can see that there's actually, well, this right here is for like events. We were just in this menu right here. This right here is for domain investigation, that game mode I'm talking about. These rewards are really not worth buying with your domain investigation medals, but I mean, you can see I can literally just like get quite a bit of anything here if I really wanted to. But all these things are things that you can farm for double drops somewhere. Like, literally all of these things can be farmed for double drops on Friday and Saturday. Every weekend on the global version. Like I said, the JP version does not have this like a every weekend thing, but like every weekend. Oh shit, I gotta wash my clothes today so I have clothes for soccer tomorrow. I just thought about that, chat. But then you come to, let's see, let's do this shop right here. Phantom Metal Shop. You can pick up free-to-play characters. Each character in this shop costs $1,500. I do not know if they are looking to change that with the new character that they are going to release, but to give you perspective, I have spent money on Phantom Medals a few times, but like, it's not one of those things that I spend money on all the time. But even still, that means that I was able to stack up, let's see, if he's at 2, that means I've bought 3 copies of him, I bought 3 copies of him, and then I bought 1 copy of her. That makes that 7 characters I bought out of this shop. 1,500 times 7 is what? 7,000 plus 35. 10,500 medals I've spent in this shop, and I'm still already sitting on 3,000 more, basically, waiting for the next Phantom Metal Shop character to come out, who is going to be revealed on the 21st, so in a few days, in 3 days, right? Not only do I have enough of that character, after they're revealed, literally, we have to wait for that character still to get dropped on the global version, and that's just going to give me more time to farm Phantom Medals. And literally every story and map event that comes out every week gives you Phantom Medals. Every formidable battle gives you Phantom Medals. Like, bro, the game is fun. The game's a good side game, and they were smart about how they designed the game. Everything in the game is intuitive for certain, for sure. An excellent experience. We're not going to talk about the gacha because that will be the one part where I might have to, like, double drops are always good, always. I remember when Grand Cross used to do double drops, or not double drops, it used to be half stamina weekends. Now they just be doing half stamina randomly. Or some stages are permanently half stamina, but the stamina on them are so high that it's like, it's still kind of like a slap in the face in my opinion. Farming characters is a huge plus. I can't front of you, chat. I might just do my dailies here, burn out all my stamina, and then honestly, I might go to the gym since I missed the gym this morning. I know I said I could take a break today, but like, damn, man, I really do want to go to the gym. And honestly, I've learned whenever you really want to do something, even if it's outside of the ordinary, like, just follow that sensation, and you might be pleasantly surprised, man. Like that, like, bro, when I put up with my homie yesterday, and he was like, yo, I'll be down to watch Black Clover. I was like, yo, that is some shit that would never ever happen. Like, he's never said that to me. Like, I'm kind of down to watch this shit right now. He's never said that. So I looked at him and I was like, put an episode on, and he put an episode on, and then we're at episode 9. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, sometimes the unbelievable things that you do lead into some of the most incredible situations that you never thought you would be in. So I might go to the gym after this stream, and not at 2 a.m. for once. And I might go bump shoulders with a few mortals while I'm at the gym. I don't know, just get a little energy off. I don't know. But after I finish farming up this, of course, at the very least, we got to finish our JJK grind here. Do I want to farm? I'm gonna go ahead and just farm. Well, no, because I have 9 days left with this. And if I let this sit all weekend, I still have into next week to do it. So I'll let this sit for now. We'll actually use our stamina for double drops on cursed objects, because my experience is really high right now, because I like to do like a kind of like a industrialized approach. I don't like to do each character at a time. I'm at that point where all the characters that I really, really need are like kind of like worked on to the degree that I need them to be like worked on. And honestly, this game not having a gear system is like a very strong reason for that. My car is still stuck in the garage. I just thought about that. Anyway, very good reason to very good reason. What was I saying? A very good, or there not being gear in the game is kind of one of the reasons why you can kind of like easily just like map out get your characters worked on very fast. Gotta go, but I've seen enough to make an informed decision. I appreciate you taking the time to put me on. Of course, bro, I appreciate you taking the time to come watch me, bro. You were pretty chill, and honestly, I'm looking to see you in more streams in the future, man, because I'm definitely planning on playing more 7 Deadly Sins, more JJK, and I plan on getting my headphones and getting back on streams with my homies, but we'll work things out one step at a time, my brother. But you have an excellent day, my man. But yeah, I have not been farming experience just because I haven't been pushing anybody's like levels too much, and especially because I've been choosing to level up a character every day mission with this down here with these guys down here. But let's see, what else do I have? We can look over my possessions. I have 160 gotcha pity points, 12 tickets. We already saw that. I have 6,378 of these. And to give you guys perspective, whenever the next standard banner update comes, the characters that I want to pick up with the standard banner update and the number of copies I want to pick up for those characters is literally 3,800 of these like pieces right here. I can't front of you. I feel like I have enough to buy all of them and all the characters that I'm missing from the shop right now. But I'm just not going to buy the characters that I'm missing from the shop right now because I don't use them. And yes, it will be nice to get them awakened for more character rank growth missions, but at the same time, it's like, what's the point of spending 250 points per character when I'm quite literally going to get them in the future after I spend the 250 points, and every copy I get of them is only going to give me 25 points. For me to get a return on investment, I would have to get 10 copies of the character and trade them back for every dupe I buy of the character. And some of the characters that I need dupes for need like 4 dupes. So just not a very efficient way to think. You can see that I'm very low in other curse sweep objects like the blue, green, and yellow, but the red ones are like very abundant and like just very abundant is what I'll say. And there's a specific reason for that. Curse objects or whatever. I need to trade out all of these soul shards. I didn't even know. I forgot I had a copy of Panda in here. I don't even know where that copy of Panda came from. Rishi RJ. I don't know if I should summon this anniversary. I have 40 points and 30k cubes. I can't guarantee anything. I don't know if I should summon this anniversary. So I think Awakened Gojo is really cracked. It's a really hard decision because Awakened Gojo is really cracked, and if you get Awakened Gojo, you're certainly gonna want Shoko. And then if your red team is lacking, I think that Nanami is a no-brainer. And even if your red team is not lacking, I still think Nanami is a no-brainer just to make your red team more impactful in the future. It is very hard to say skip characters during big celebrations now. You know what though? During this celebration, Yuji, Sukuna, and Gojo all came back on the JP version, so I'm guessing that they'll come back next month when Awakened Gojo comes for us. But that's not our first anniversary. So during our first anniversary, in JP's second anniversary, which I think will be a sync celebration amongst the two, we never know. We could see all of these characters, all of these limited characters. There could be a special limited banner that just comes back. It might cost you money to summon on. It might have a free-to-play aspect to it. I don't know, right? Or I can see them doing something cool where there's like a banner and it's like a selector banner and it's just like you can use free-to-play cubes on it, but you have to get to a certain point in the banner, and then when you get to that certain point in the banner, like maybe you select a free limited character or something like that. I don't know. I can see them doing something like that. But it's just like nothing's set in stone, nothing's for certain, and we just don't know anything. So it's just like until we get there, we're not there, you know? But maybe save. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The game might be a hard experience for you. It might be a hard pill for you to swallow if you don't have Highjo or Shoko or Nanami at all. But I mean, you got dudes like Rain out here making all kinds of video for all kinds of players to be all kinds of content. So it might not be as grim as you think, bro. I don't know. Because I'm not even in a position right now. Like I have 165 pity points, but even still, that means nothing if I don't have 45k cubes to get me up to that pity point, close to the pity point. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like maybe Dead Man's in trouble for that, but I mean, we'll figure that shit out, man. I'm not in trouble for that though, because I'm certain that I'll just have the money to just dump into the fucking game at that point. I won't have a care in the world. I already don't have a care in the world. I'm already already rich in many different ways. It just takes the ways that you're rich carrying over, bleeding over to the other ways that you are not rich, or people do not perceive you to be rich, and then eventually you'll be fucking fine, dude. But let's see. We're going to get because let's see the next character that I'm trying to get to grade 15. I believe it is Maki. Yeah. So let's just unlock whatever we can just to see where we're really at. And then this is all we need right here. Okay. We're going to grab these from here. Usually when you get to grade 15 itself, it's very easy to push a character all the way through grade 15 because those materials are all usually stacked in like overflow. It's all the smaller materials below that aren't there because there's so many characters you got to work on from level 1 typically. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Sometimes I just say stuff and wow, that is crazy that I need one more. Sometimes I say stuff and it just makes so much. I was that kid in high school, or I was that guy in high school, that dude, that man in high school. Bro, when is Gojo coming? I haven't really kept up with the schedule of the game. He should be here next month. Because basically he another really good indicator. I talked about this a very long time ago, but the first anniversary for he should be here next month. We literally got a tweet the other day saying, yeah, later in August. Yo, what's good, Lister? How you doing? Exactly, later in August. But like another thing, guys, another kind of like hint is this friend invitation campaign on global. The date on the first one the date for the first one ending was like, if not at the start of the 0.5 anniversary, it was like right before the start of the 0.5 anniversary. And literally right before that, they had reset the friend campaign marathon so that we could literally just cheese another 3,000 cubes. So if you pay close attention, you can see here that this friend marathon campaign ends 7/25. So literally this ends in 7 days. This is going to end here, and we will either get a free another friend campaign or celebration or something like that, or it'll be a few days, then it'll reset again. But like, I think we can use this as an indicator to figure out whenever major celebrations are about, or you can kind of tell when a major celebration is impending, because typically when they end this and it resets, something crazy is going on. And you can see right here, characters must have registered after 4/25. This is literally the day that the global pre-anniversary first wave started up. So this could be pre-wave. They looks like they like the 25th, and they like to, just like lurk on the last 5 days of the month and then go into the next month to start off the celebration right. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We got like a free SSR ticket from the devs, so Crack Joe is coming later next month. Exactly. Literally in the tweet that they talked about, they were like, yo, we want to give you guys an SSR ticket to commemorate Gojo coming. Quite literally, they literally said that Awaken Gojo is like coming like pretty soon. And it's just like, the fact that they're already saying he can't be any more than a month away at this point, right? Just my analysis and just what they said, really. But I've used my stamina. Let's go ahead and hit some domain investigation. After domain investigation, is there anything else really that I need to do? Oh, before domain investigation, one thing that I didn't want to show. Chat, currently how I am working on my curse spirit cleanup battle is that basically I have literally till this day never beaten any of these 3. I just do this one every single week because I'm just like, if I just get all of the mats for all of my red characters, then by the time I'm done working through all the colors, like, there's literally not going to be anybody I need to work on. Like, I'm probably going to do red this weekend on Sunday, and then I'll do red one more week just so that I have extra material sitting around for Toji when I finally get him. And if Highjo is coming next month, that means the secondary standard banner update is coming next month. Oh my god, yes. But I only have 12 tickets, so I'm kind of fucked. No. Anyway. Chat disconnected. Did my stream disconnect? I guess my stream may be disconnected and reconnected. Let me see. No, I guess that was just a YouTube thing. Weird. But yes, I've been farming this one nonstop because my yellow team was my strongest team. For sweep, I don't recommend putting Domain Gojo on the first main slot. You should put him in the back and use someone like Kaito or Inumaki then to die. Then he comes to do his damage. Yeah, that's what I do. Reward time is insufficient. You can still challenge, but you cannot claim any rewards. That's what I do. Can I just look at the team I beat it with? no, I can't from right here. But like, yeah, literally, this is the team I beat it with every time. Yeah. Because I learned that. I used Gojo in the front slot for the first time thinking that that's how it worked, and I realized you want to just whittle away the boss at the start with whatever you can, and then when Gojo comes out at the end, his debuff is just too powerful. The boss just can't fight back, even though they should be the strongest at the end of the fight. But this is my team that I'm using versus the Curse Week battle right now that's weak against Yellow. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I literally just listed off all the characters that are like red that I think are important, and I'm just boosting all of their stuff because quite literally that just means I can switch over to my red team next, and then for my red team I can just use them, and they're already like buffed up and everything, so they're gonna be better than, because like I said, I look up Rain's videos and I just kind of like I build my strats off of that, right? If you have a good learning resource, then utilize it. Cool. I watch Rain's videos and I just kind of tweak my stuff off of that, and I have to kind of, sometimes I can't follow Rain's videos though, because sometimes my characters are extra dupes and stuff like that, because me and Rain just get lucky in different like aspects. Like Rain will get luckier on different banners than me and have some characters 5-star where I'll have some characters 5-star, he doesn't have 5-star, right? So it's just like sometimes my characters are doing a little less damage, or sometimes one of my characters is doing a little more damage, and I literally have to stagger my turns a little bit differently, and I have to do turns a little bit differently or sequence it a little bit differently, but like either way I kind of still figure it out. So it's like now I have 3 red characters who are really strong on the red team here, and these are just teams that I like kind of like picked up, and I'm excited to do the one with my red team next, because the one that's weak against red is blue, which means that I can finally buff my Sukuna and my Gato, which is just gonna make a world of difference. Yeah, and then literally after that, you just use this team to beat the green one. It's like a perfect chain. It's like a perfect cycle. You work on all your green units for real, and then after you work on all your green units are strong enough to work on your yellow units, and then you work on your yellow units, and then you're just like, damn, I don't even gotta work on my red units because I already finished all of them. So it's just like a very smart way to do it, I believe. It just makes more sense because it's not like they release 10 characters of the same color every month. They're releasing characters in different colors just scattered about the month. So it's like if you get through all the characters that you have at the moment, you kind of are hitting all of your bases, and then like you can even preemptively start grinding more stuff to get even more materials for characters before they drop. This is the Cursed Spirit bat. I mean, Tash isn't even in here anymore, so he doesn't need me to explain anything else. Guys, I'm almost to the end of this, but like I'm not done with it though. I just decided to go all the way to the end because this stuff all down here just costs way more. I'm literally just gonna backtrack after I finish all that and just get all this stuff, because all of these things cost 100 individually, so it's gonna be way easier to pick these up. That 1,000 cubes is calling my name, bro. But yeah, everything else literally costs 100. After that, I get that 300. These even cost 50 back here, so I'm gonna come back and hit a clean sweep on this. A bit unfortunate that Event Marathon campaign is not out right now, but it was out right before this, so it is whatever. Dude, I'm so chill right now, bro. Like, did it just say I had a new member? It feels like it said I had a new member. Wait, am I? Let's close that. No, nobody became a member. Okay, I thought it said I had one new member for some reason. That was weird. And then it just like went away. Anyway, we are now going to go ahead and hit our domain investigation, and then after our domain investigation, since I've already used all of my stamina, that is probably going to be it for the gym, and then I'm probably going to use the bathroom again, and then I'm probably gonna, or be it for the gym, probably be it for the stream, and then I'll probably go to the gym. Honestly, I every Friday is a new banner. However, this week was different because my was released on Wednesday, and I'd imagine next week is Eno's banner, and my is basically a rerun. Yes, and that was weird. I didn't notice that my dropped on Wednesday. Like, I logged into the game on Wednesday, and it said new character, and I was like, bullshit. And then I looked at the banners, and I was like, huh? Or, as they say in Spanish, no mames. No mames way. But yeah, we're just gonna let Domain Investigation cook for a little bit. We can yap it up a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Just vibing at this point. Actually, I am gonna go ahead and get my pants for the gym, because like I said, I'm wearing my boxers right now, but I'll just go grab my pants real quick. And I already have some water right here. Excellent. I've already been drinking my water. Oh, I guess I need socks too. I don't want to be in the gym raw dogging my kicks. I'll be right back, chat. chat, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, y'all can't really see me. It's like an entity talking to you at this point. Which honestly, even when you can't see me, it's like an entity talking to you for real. Did I get any Damn, I didn't even grab my socks. Did I get any shards for chaotic jujutsu crystals on that first run, chat? I can see for the second run right here. Oh, you can't get them on the first run anyway, but I didn't get it on the second one right there. Okay, I forgot. You can't get it on the first fight. It's only the second and fourth and fifth fights that you can get the extra shards on. Or honestly, you can just get a whole chaotic jujutsu crystal. Nah, them days where you get an extra chaotic jujutsu crystal and it's like double drops, man. Those are truly the blessed ones, bro. Alright, chat. I finally have pants! Oh, you can't even see my lower body anyway. Did it really matter? No, it didn't. Okay. Well, but nonetheless, I really, chat, I think I'm really digging, you know, my setup like this instead of my mic being on a boom arm. I feel like it just felt so I don't know. I feel like when I'm holding my microphone, I feel like I'm doing like stand up or like doing like actually performing or something like that. So I just feel like my energy is just a lot higher when I'm holding the microphone. It just feels more like a performance to me. I don't know. Like I feel like at any point, you know, I feel like, especially with the microphone, you know, how far away you are from the microphone determines how loud the things you say are. So like, you know, I have that extra control range of like, yo, like you can tell how serious I am because I got up on the mic, I got up close and personal. I'm screaming in your fucking ear right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. But we are getting ready for the gym. Back to some soccer yapping though. Before I leave though, I feel like in soccer you kind of, if you want to be good, I feel like you can't. I mean, obviously study the greats, yes, but I feel like more so you gotta kind of find your signature things that work for you. And I found like what my signature trick is. What my signature trick is, well, one, I feel like I'm really good at like. This is gonna sound weird, but if anybody who's watched Invincible is gonna understand what I'm talking about. Like that scene where Omni-Man is explaining to this man Mark how to fly, and he's like, "Yo, people move in very limited dimensions." He's like, people move forward, backward, or like side to side, and he's like, they have to like step around for that. He's like, we just fly. He was like, bro, we can literally strafe just by thinking about it. He's like, we can move in the air, like anything is our domain really. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So that's how I kind of like think about soccer, right? And like how I think about like ball control. I'm like, the higher degree of domains you have for your like play with the ball is like the more cracked you are, right? So it's like, yes, when you can dribble the ball on the ground, it's fire. But when you can also juggle the ball off the ground, is also even more fire. And when you can juggle the ball off the ground around yourself, what does that mean? You know, like you can kick the ball literally around your body and still like get it back to your feet and make sure nobody else can get it. It's literally all ball control, bro. It's all ball control. Even when you're shooting, it's not. When you're shooting, it's kind of like not ball control itself, but like controlling the point of impact on the ball. I didn't get any of the chaotic crystals at all. It's crazy. We're gonna go ahead and go right for another one, baboosh. But like basically, my signature trick is. Alright, soccer diagrams with the dead man. My signature trick, you can't even see my feet for real. My signature trick is I can like flick the ball in the air and I can literally make it go over myself, and then I can like catch the ball behind myself without looking sometimes with my back heel and bounce it back in front of myself. And that shit just throws people off every single time. Yes, working on passing as well too, because passing, it's very easy to just blast the ball at the goal. It is very hard to blast the ball perfectly to your teammate who is moving and under pressure from other people. Very hard to do. One thing that we started practicing a lot more is like crossing the ball, and like I really enjoy crossing the ball for sure. And then like my homie was even like, yo, he was like, you might need to be a winger, and I'm like, I want to be an attacking midfielder, and I know that that's a lot of running, but I feel like I have like the mind to like read the flow of the game, and I also know I have the power to boom the ball from outside of the box and still score type of deal. There are so many times where I'm watching a soccer match and I'm just like, yo, I see my shot is great, but I stop playing. Hey, bro, it'd be like that. There'd be so many times where I'm in a match and I see somebody like literally on the corner of the box, and I can see like a diagonal line through all of the people trying to like defend, and I'm like, bro, if you send that shit just right, it's flying over everybody's head right now, and it's smacking that corner because the goalie does not believe you're making it from back there, bro. Or even if he does go for the ball and he does try to stop it, some part of him is gonna be like, no way. When you kick the ball, he's gonna stutter step, and then he's gonna miss by like a centimeter, a nanometer, and you're gonna get that goal, bro. But they don't be trying it most of the time. Yo, they would hate me. Premier League would hate me, bro, because I'm blasting from outside the box every time. There could be three dudes on me, bro. I'm locking in. I'm quick time eventing my shit, bro. You know how in Naruto Storm games, like, you get the quick time events that are like rapid speed, like, bro, I'm pressing X circle, square, triangle, R1, R2, L1. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my quick time event at light speed, bro, and I'm blasting that ball right there. Right there. Another thing that I'm really good at is, for some reason, I literally can't do a Rabona. Or rather, I've stopped trying to do the Rabona. Rather, when I juggle the ball, I'll sometimes tap the ball on my front foot and then plant very quickly, and then I'll come behind with my other foot and cross leg, and then tap it with the other ball, and then add even more speed with the second contact, and then it always throws people off. I remember I juked the shit out of somebody the other day with that. And it felt good to do because I scored right afterwards as well. Also, I be on that high flyer society as well too. Like, if you kick the ball to me and it's in the air and it's above my head, there is an 80% chance I am doing like a karate kick and catching it. Like, I am crazy. I like crazy passes like that though. I love them. They help me to like. Because honestly, that just helps me practice do stuff that I see like Nagi doing, like Blue Lock or something like that. Like just insane ball control, catching the ball in the most insane ways. Because I used to think it sucked that like I could catch the ball and like kill the momentum and catch it instantly, but then it'll like drop, and I was like, I guess there's power in getting the ball and quickly throwing it away to your teammate as well. Because, you know, the same way that I can receive the ball like this, not only could I just be receiving a pass, or not only could it be in a situation where I receive the pass, but like me receiving it too slow is like, okay, the enemy team steals it, but also it could be vice versa, where the enemy team didn't expect me to get it, but, you know, me being a part of the high flyer society, I take a jump, I take a leap of faith, and I grab the ball, and then like I quickly throw it away quicker than they can react to it. And that's another thing too. You really your team really has to know your play style, right? Me and my friends were talking about doing a rec league, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think we're doing that just because it's so close to the sign up. You have to sign up in 2 days, and I'm pretty sure it costs 100 per person, and I'm pretty sure you have to have a 12-person team. So like, we can do this next season or whatever, and actually put more effort into it now that we know the ramifications of everything. But it's like, that's gonna be one of our like bread and butter kind of things. It's like, everybody on my team is gonna know I'm like high flyer society. So, you know, you're gonna see people on the other teams are gonna see people all the way in the backfield sending a really high arcing shot, and they're gonna be like, hey, yo, they're trying to score from back there. But then it's gonna all be cleared up for them when they see me jump in the air and do a dragon whip kick and snatch that ball out of the air. Come on, bro. It's soccer is fun. The tactics behind it. I think I love soccer so much because I'm a saucy individual, and I'm like, it takes a very high degree of finesse to really get cooking on soccer. But honestly, chat, I am going to break away real quick because my car is in the garage and is stuck behind my mom's car. I'm gonna go get my car out of the garage real quick while this run goes, but I'll be right back. It literally takes me like two to 3 minutes. Yeah, it's only fun with people that are on the same page. I mean, I have fun no matter what, but like when it's on the same, when they're on the same page, it's just a different level for real. Probably can't move my car without my keys. You said because there be some bums that don't let the ball go. I'll be honest, I know my dribbling and juggling have definitely gotten considerably better, but I know that there are people on my team who are, or we don't even have a team, we just go out to the park and play, but like if we were on a team, they would certainly be there. I have people on my team who I know are way more adept at like dribbling and cutting through the defenses than me. So I'm more like not a cherry picker. I'm more like a stand around and like low key, if you need to get the ball off of you just to get everybody running in a different direction, I'm there to receive the ball. I'm big enough that I can be physical and keep the ball away from them, but also I'm just like, yo, I can instantly smash the ball right back to you, like, and I can be very precise with that shit too. Get the ball right back to you so that you are back on your path. But it's like I can understand sometimes, like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna be Bachira. I'm not gonna be Neymar. I'm not gonna be saucing everybody out. I'm gonna be Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? You tell me to get a goal, I'm going to get to the front of the goal and I'm going to smash it. I'm not going to have no special tricks, nothing like that. I'm just going to have good shooting form and I'm going to blast you, bro. It's going to be me and you one-on-one, bro, and you're just not going to enjoy it. But yeah, I don't like to be a ball hog. And I'm the opposite of a ball hog. I would say I don't have the ball enough in a game because I just don't trust myself to like dribble up against people. But I mean, like, the more situations that you have where you actually do it, you just get better at it. It's all trial and error. Where's my phone? It's in front of me. Goodness. Of course. Yeah, because people be like Neymar and lose balls on defensive side, and you're always outmatched. And like, dang, bro, really? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I get it. I understand that you're like tricking it up and all that, but I'm just like, bro, you are not about to get away with this, bro. There's like 5 people, and it's just like even if they play unfairly against you and they do something as grimy as like grabbing your jersey or something like that, right? It's like, whose fault was it for holding the ball that long though? You know, like I believe that when you're good at something, it doesn't matter if people do the wrong things because you're so good, you're just better than, like, your technique is true, genuine, authentic. If they have to cheat, then they aren't on that, they're not on that level, bro. So it's like, if they're not on that level, then it's just kind of like, if they're not on that level, how did you even let them get you, bro? So it's like, if you're getting the ball taken because you want to be Neymar, you know, like, you're not as good as you think. Nobody out here is Bachira, bro. Nobody is getting pinned from 3 different angles in a perfect triangle, and they're doing a dribble off of like the ground and hovering in the air and then catching the ball in the back of their neck and then rolling it down and then getting out of it again. Like, nobody is doing that in real life. And if they are, please send me the clip, bro. Please send me the clip. But guys, the stream is certainly about to reach a close right here because like there's not really anything I need to work on after this domain investigation. I just kind of wanted to get my dailies knocked out. I don't have any of the resources that I need to get my stamina back, so I can't really spam the 400 stamina mission. All I guess you go pro, but I was poor. I mean, hey, bro, I can't front of you. I do want to make my own soccer league. I want to make my own Blue Lock in real life. I'm gonna be real, bro. And honestly, it would be cool. It would really be cool to have, well, hold on. We had a lot of ambitious ideas today. We got to make the one-shot party. We got to make the one-shot party Discord so that I can invite other content creators who want to create their own animes. I had to start putting in more work for my own anime and for my gacha game. Now we have a soccer league. Like, guys, I am infinite these days, man. Like, how many new plans have you guys gotten out of me already? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what it is. Like, people, it's so like kiddie and childish to be like, but they're stronger than me, blah blah blah. So it's like, as long as you think they're stronger than you, they are. But in Blue Lock at the end of the season, when they had to go against world professionals, everybody was starstruck. Everybody was starstruck that they were going against professionals except for Ren. Ren was legitimately mad they lost because he was just like, bro, there's no way we just lost because my team was selling me, bro. Like Ren was like, yo, I was here for it. I was ready for it. Ren scored a goal. So it's just like you have to put yourself on that level if you ever hope to perform on that level in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I just got the two chaotic Jujutsu crystals in one drop. Okay, super clutch runs, super clutch. That's way more impactful than however many. Like, bro, the equivalent to this is like getting this on every stage to drop, right? Just getting these on one stage is equivalent to like getting this on every stage to drop, and it's not even equivalent because if this drops on every stage, I get 12 of these, right? Versus me getting 2 of these straight up. 12 of these only makes me 1 of those, so. Like, you just get better and faster because you get used to competition and not easy wins. That's what I'm saying. And then when you have to go back to people, but there is one thing that I want to say. When you go back to people who are much easier to play against, you also have to remember, even though they are not adults or grown-ups or anything like that, you definitely have to remember to honor them and treat them like a real opponent too, because either way, just because they're not physically as strong does not mean that their mind is not more fluid and they cannot think of more ways to like get around you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to use every opportunity to push yourself to the maximum, to the fullest, to make sure that you can grow the most out of all those situations. But guys, that is going to be it for the live stream. I really, I know y'all enjoyed, bro. I can't even say I hope y'all enjoyed. I know y'all enjoyed this shit, bro. We was chilling. We was vibing out for a little while here, bro. I can't front on you. I'm playing soccer tomorrow after work. Would I stream tomorrow right after soccer? I don't know, because one of the homies will probably want to pull up and study some Japanese or something like that afterwards. So, or watch anime. It's all possibilities. I'm not sure yet, but for now, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I do appreciate all of you guys being here. Remember to promote peace, love, and everything and above. You know what I'm saying? Dead Man's got love for y'all. Dead Man hopes that y'all are living, or Dead Man knows that y'all can live an exceptional life. All we gotta do is push and get there, man. But that's gonna be it for your boy Dead Man Vince. Y'all have an excellent day. Peace out. Oh shit. I didn't have stream live up, so it was kind of hard for me.